'Cause
And
you-
then, then you did you notice she hearted your
Of course.
pictures?
Yeah, she's super hot.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the #1 mental health and addiction podcast, the Hopeaholics. I am your girl, Natalie Eva Marie, and these are my boys.
I'm Chad.
I'm at Shane Earn, baby.
Hell
Bash
yeah.
Brothers.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow us on our socials and wherever you get your podcasts.
And remember, new episodes dropping every Tuesday and Friday. Check them out.
This episode is brought to you by the Infinity Group. You guys, if you or a loved one is suffering, please call us today. The number is right here on the screen. We are here for you 24/7. Now, let's get into the episode.
Here we go.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Hopeaholics podcast.
Huge special guest.
Jonathan, welcome. Welcome. CMO of NEM Recovery, Rain athlete, superstar, and transcend representative.
The man
all the
behind
above.
The man behind.
I'm the face that runs the place. He's the one that makes
Unbelievable.
sure the shit doesn't crash.
Good-looking guy, too.
I also want to, point out that he did as well do 6 seasons on Total Divas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a reality star.
That's
So
awesome.
he is a
The heart
reality
of stage and screen.
TV
Right?
star. Shane, your head is in my camera.
I'm going to just stand still and sit right here.
No, don't be still. We
Welcome.
we like vintage Shane.
What's going on? I was going to ask him something
Shane
from his
is
childhood.
in an
I
odd
was-
mood today.
you know what? I'm all fired up. I feel a
Good.
little sweaty and hot, and my heart's going.
Well, we did have those donuts this morning. Which
And
The donuts were good,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
know what? I mean, we do need to give a shout out because Shane did crush it yesterday.
Shane, can we talk about that?
We can
Hey,
talk.
I thought I crushed it too.
You always
We-
crush it though. That's the
I
thing.
thought
with
I
you, is
did
that the
pretty well.
expectation.
You're a standard crush.
Yeah, the
I thought I did
expectation for you
well
was always high.
in this.
Yeah.
I had a lot of pressure because obviously I was a little under the weather, and
Hmm.
then Jonathan, when he's serious, he's like on my ass, and I felt like the guys kind of were looking at me to like kind of lead the meeting. which
Yes.
was,
Well,
like,
but
kinda
you're up
weird.
here, though.
But I felt like I led and laid the table, like talking about you.
You know
and your
what?
family
Here's the
and
thing.
stuff.
It was really good. It ended really good. And I will tell you, I got a text from Donna right before lunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Donna texted me and said, Shane needs to stop being shy, was her exact
Well,
words.
on his best behavior, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think she said shy and on his best behavior.
Yeah.
And so when you guys were all getting the food, Shane was in here, and I came in, kind of closed the door behind us, and I said, Shane, stop being weird and shy. And what I meant was, Shane, be your normal weird self
You be you.
and don't be shy. And then that's when, he literally
Shane is made
closed
for,
the deal.
He's
Yeah.
made for reality
Thank you.
TV.
I appreciate
He's
it.
made for being behind the camera.
Yeah.
100%.
I appreciate it.
We gave Shane a Rain Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams of natural
Yeah.
caffeine.
Yes. It was unbelievable. I love Rain.
Coke, you're messing up my spot.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll get it in
Do
there
it.
again.
Do it. Do it now. Do it.
We gave Shane a Rain Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, branched chain amino acids, and CoQ10.
He knows
And it
that.
was
like,
incredible.
Pretty good,
Incredible.
right?
All in one zip, baby.
Yeah.
all in one zip.
Dealing with the professional.
I just
Yeah.
want to know if you
That was
do you-
good.
Wait, you guys, can we take a moment and give it up for Mr. Coyle rocking a suit?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys
Beautiful.
did give me the big honor of making me CMO of NEM Recovery.
Yeah.
So I figured, right for business meetings, I should at least look the part.
Yeah.
Can't always be in gym shorts and a spaghetti tank top.
Showing off, eh?
Looking like-
Either way, you're
looking
showing
like-
off,
like a
bro.
sweaty
Either
street
way.
walker.
You look beautiful
Either
in a suit, and you
way,
look beautiful
you
in your
know.
birthday suit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We've got pictures of you shirtless.
We do.
We've got to put them up in the office.
scroll
Actually,
through
all
it.
we have to do is go to your story once
Yeah.
a day, and then
Exactly.
you should
Yeah.
have a picture, a shirtless picture.
Light core pornography on there every
You
day.
really like, and it's funny because the other day I said how hot you looked, and then Emily said, "Whoa, something like this." Yeah, right. You didn't look. She got a little shy. I think she started blushing. She started blushing a little bit. Just a little. Come on, I look. It's normal.
And then I said, this really happened. And then
Yeah.
I said, boy, I hope Donna doesn't stay on that picture. too
Oh,
long."
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The funniest thing, I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So you got I want to say at one point they had like 5,000 employees. I think the Irvine campus, which is their main HQ, I want to say at like 2,500, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think, you got like high functioning nerds.
Yeah.
So these guys are all super smart, super witty, and like they were doing meme culture before meme culture was a thing, right?
Yeah.
So these guys are some of the funniest guys on the planet. So literally, and that's back when like Instagram was new and Facebook kind of, that was like the way to go. And so I remember I was, sitting at my little desk doing stuff like that, and I hear, "God damn it, Coyle!" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I stand up and look, and my buddy Patrick he says, "I can't follow you anymore. Every time I go through my Facebook, and in one of your pictures of you half naked, it looks like I'm looking at gay pornography."
That's how it makes him feel, baby. That's what he was saying there.
He's like, "You are not work friendly."
Good for you.
But when I met Jonathan,
that's how I got my wife.
he was working.
Let's talk to her about that.
He was working at Blizzard, and he would rally the guys, and during lunch they would go to, because Blizzard is basically like Google. They want you to live there so you can get your dry cleaning. They have a gym.
Yep.
They have
volleyball court.
all
subsidized high level cafeteria.
all the things so you don't
your
want
post office, everything gets delivered there. Your mail gets delivered there. They bring
It's
it to your
awesome.
desk.
I like.
Do they have do they pay your salary
Oh yeah.
or hourly?
No, it's salary. Well, no, actually. So here's the thing: it was hourly, which they tried later on to change to salary, because you got to think, when you're getting paid hourly, the amount of overtime we work there
And
is
Jonathan
just,
was working overtime like a madman.
yeah, like you just work overtime. Like you're working Saturday, you're maybe working Sunday. Like there's always overtime,
Yeah.
especially it's called crunch time when a game is getting close to launch.
Yeah.
You live there. So they make it very, very like palatable to live there, but like you're living there. And so at a certain point, they're like, "Yo, we're paying these guys double time and a half, like nonstop. So let's try to get them all on salary." And actually the people didn't like that, because then you go from making X amount of dollars to making like 40% less.
Yeah. No bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno. Jonathan, you look beautiful. How old are you?
I am 42.
42. You have a body of a Greek god.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that a little bit.
This is the leanest he's
He's incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, this is the leanest I've been.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing.
It's the peptides transcend. Like I'm not even kidding you. So my whole, since, when I was 30 years old is when I first went on like testosterone and kind of like I'd say like the mild steroids, like, the Anavar, Primobolan, you kind of cycle that, the safe ones essentially, right? Great results from that, right? Really good results. But you have to, you have to cycle it. There can be negative side effects.
Of course.
Too much.
Let me interject though, because we are talking about this. Like, Jonathan is very much, if he wants to know some type of information, he is a sponge. So he's going to research everything, read everything about whatever it is that he's doing.
He's smart like that.
Especially if it's
Total
something
nerd.
that he's doing and injecting into his body. He wants the best quality,
Yeah.
know the dosage, all of the things, where I think what falls short is a lot of guys, especially in that like bodybuilding space, they'll hear somebody talking about it and they kind of run with that.
Well, when I was first starting to, when I was like 30, right? It was forums. So you get a bunch of idiots giving each other advice. It'd be like going on to Reddit to find out about how to like build a house.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's like the worst possible thing ever. There was a few doctors that were talking about it, so I would get the books by these doctors, right? And you would kind of learn through that. Now, so I'll jump ahead, then I'll jump back.
Yeah.
Now there's no point. Like you literally don't need to do any of this forum nonsense. It's very, very low price. Go to a doctor. Go to a Transcend. Go to any of these other. They have a.
Don't give any other names.
Yeah, well, I'm just
Go
saying,
to Transcend.
Well, I'm saying just in general, right?
It's my code.
You have a doctor, right? So you have a doctor that you're talking with. Then you have a specialist helping you out with your hormones. Then you're tracking your blood levels. So it's what I'm talking about is like the Stone Age.
Yeah.
It would be like we were getting around on skateboards, and now we're getting around in like Tesla Model 3s. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But back then, that's when I first started getting into it. And you would see these results, but you would generally, you make a little bit of, it would almost go like this. You'd go, boom, you get up here, right? And you'd be like, yes, this is the way to go. But then you'd have to kind of go off cycle, and then you'd drop.
Yeah.
But you would never drop all the way back down. There's always a little bit. There's peaks and valleys, and it was almost like a stock chart. You'd slightly go like this, but you're always going up a little bit. But now with these peptides, it's like there's no side effects. You feel amazing. I can't keep fat on me. It's nuts. Like this, I look better now than I did when I was, in my 20s and 30s.
You're eating well too, though. It's not like you're eating
And he's in
McDonald's
the
every
gym, like,
day. Let's make it
Let's
clear.
set the table
Let's
for
make
that.
it clear to the people
You
out there
can't
listening.
eat shit.
You can't.
Anyone that thinks you're going to eat shit,
You can't
and be
outwork
ripped,
a bad diet.
it's impossible. We've
Yeah.
tried it. Me and
Yeah.
my wife have tried.
Yeah.
We've tried everything. We've tried every diet modality. We've tried every. These are the healthy cookies and all that. Listen, don't eat like a pig. Work out well. and that's it. That's the blueprint. Like no one likes it. Train hard and don't eat shit. That's
Yeah.
literally the blueprint.
I mean, there's a law out there. It's called the law of thermodynamics, and when it's a law, it's
You've told me this
it's
before.
fact.
Yeah.
The law of thermodynamics is energy in, energy out.
Yeah.
So if you are putting more calories in your body than you are expending in a day, you will gain weight.
Yeah.
If you're putting shit food on top of that, being the calories, it is definitely going to be more fat than muscle.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. So Natalie and myself, let's say, for example, I guess compared to the average American diet, we eat very well. Natalie's more disciplined than I am, but I'm also a guy with a lot more muscle mass, so I get a little bit more leeway than a woman. That's just the fact of it all, right? But I eat cookies. I eat cake. I eat burgers. I eat ribs. But I make my cookies. And I'm using butter from Ireland, organic flour, organic sugar. I'm making all this stuff. I make burgers. Well, I'm using either bomb elk meat or this amazing grass-fed beef. So I make everything. And you would think by watching me eat, be like, oh, yeah, this guy should not be as lean as he is.
I watched you eat a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
4 plates later.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I think that's also, too,
No,
the
legit.
big change is what you eat. Because forever I've always, like, yo-yoed and struggled and all of the things and did fad diets myself and just any diet modality and always trying to beat the code or something. But I feel like what really changed the game in the last 3 years was really the quality and being cognizant of, I'm fortunate because my husband likes to cook. So the majority of the food that I eat is homemade.
Yeah, I think that's a cheat code.
homemade is
Yeah, it is
definitely
the
the cheat code.
It is.
Quality.
And for me, I and I don't know what you eat, but I kind of do.
Yeah.
When you cook at home, you're eating single ingredient food.
That's exactly it.
You're buying rice.
Yep.
And you know that is rice. 'cause
Rice
it
and
just
boiled
says
water.
rice on it, and you buy you guys even do better because you actually even kill some of your own meat.
Yeah, we hunt our elk.
which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It really is.
You can't get. You can't get more natural meat than
How about this
than
one?
that.
No, it's literally, that's it.
This is what's crazy to me is that if you take a step back, and Jonathan and I were watching this documentary, I forget what it was, the one where the slides park.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's about this water park in New Jersey. True story, true documentary. And it was basically like the most dangerous water park in America.
But
it was almost a rite of passage. You were going to go there and you were going to get injured.
yes,
Yeah.
or people would literally die. But
people
the
died.
point, we were sitting there watching it, and it was in the 70s, I think.
70s, correct.
And we looked at each other and we're like, holy smokes, do you notice something about all of these people? And every single person, not one person was overweight.
Yeah.
Not one.
And they're all walking around drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, eating cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe we have done a very poor job in allowing our food to all of a sudden now have a bunch of processed, unnecessary things. Where I remember when I was in high school, there was a book that came out and it was God's Diet.
Mm-hmm.
It's seriously to this day true. If God made it, you can eat it. But now what's happening is when God's making certain foods, we're adding
chemicals.
Yeah.
Dude, here's the crazy thing.
And then look at our obesity, look at our heart health, look at our
crazy.
America is obese.
I mean, you can just Shane and I, and he gets mad every time I say this, but we're old enough. Remember the 80s, Shane?
Yes, I do.
Think about the early 80s. Guys were actually very thin, and fit, and they wore cut off crop tops, and OP short shorts.
Yeah. But we had gym, we had phys ed 3 times a week where we're running lines and sweating. We're playing volleyball. Now phys ed and gym, it's optional, or they don't even offer it anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
It's completely different.
It's a whole new
they
ball
used to
game.
make us run a mile every Friday.
Yes.
This is what I'm
I'd
saying.
be pissed. I'd be like, yo, I do this at 7:30 a.m., so I'm going to now be sweaty
Yes,
I used to be so
I
mad.
was
Oh
thinking
no,
the same
I would
thing.
go
was
balls to
sweating.
the wall because I'm one of my gold stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout
We
out to
loved,
Mr. Jansen.
right,
PE
Mr.
class.
Dick,
I was a
our gym
savage.
teacher, Mr. Dick. That was
Mr.
his-
Dick, and
Mr.
I had.
Dick.
It's funny.
Doug Dick.
I had one ball haul.
One ball.
Yeah,
Ours was Doug Dick.
Doug Dick.
Yeah, Douglas.
One ball haul.
Yeah, one ball haul.
My guy, he got one of his balls chopped off.
Oh.
And we all knew it. So that's what we
Damn,
called
one
it.
ball
that's
haul.
They were
sad.
tougher men back then. They would be like,
Yeah.
"Damn, I lost my balls.
Lost a nut.
Lost a nut in
Lost a
Vietnam.
nut. Yeah,
Fighting-
right.
Fighting the communists. For
Bullet
free.
took it off, baby.
Yep.
That's sad though that now PE is getting taken out.
Listen, think about this. America, we are the fattest society that's ever existed in the history of the world. We're dying from food. We're dying from overeating. It used to be you die from starvation.
Yeah.
You couldn't get enough food.
Yeah.
People were dropping dead left and right from not being able to eat enough. Now we're eating ourselves into an early grave.
Yeah.
And on top of that, just to bounce off what you were saying about the ingredients, so I have dual Irish and American citizenship. I was raised in Dublin, Ireland. This is no joke. There are ingredients in all American foods, like very, very common, that are literally illegal
Banned.
in Europe.
Banned.
Illegal. Like you could not feed that to a human. That would be
Not
against
to a
the
dog.
law.
You can't put in the dog food.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
You can't put in the dog food.
And it's
Here's
in
the
our
thing.
food.
It's in our food. Here's the thing.
Which is
We make medicine for
insane.
animals. We can't put on that as a counter. We can't put may give you GERD, may give you gas, may cause heart attack, may cause high. No, bro, we can't have altercate. No.
Yeah.
We can't say anything. It can't cause any of that stuff. But on a human stuff, you can say may cause death, may cause blindness.
Well, another thing, if you want to get horrified, so think about this. Think about these chemicals that are illegal against the law in Europe in our food for humans are FDA approved, right? Now you get into supplements, which is like kind of where we all live in the fitness world. Supplements are not even FDA regulated.
Not even nothing. There's zero
So
regular.
think about that. If we can
Crazy.
take poison that's illegal
Yeah.
and that's FDA approved, we're now taking supplements from an industry that is non-FDA regulated. Like,
Right.
oh, it's a supplement, so you take your life in your own hands. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
What is it that they're putting in a lot of the vitamins?
Oh, it's cyanide.
Cyanide.
Yeah.
It's a safe dose of cyanide.
There's no safe dose of cyanide.
Exactly.
just
Arsenic or something. Yeah.
It's cyanide.
It's a single dose. So this is the BS logic. Do you want to get really pissed off? Okay, so our standard is if it's in a product, right? We're counting it as a single dose. So the thought process is that, well, it's not even a thought process. This is just the way the standard is. Okay, if you're going to take one pill a day, you're going to take your vitamin B12, and it's got, let's say I'm making up numbers, arbitrary numbers. It's got 1 milligram of cyanide, but 2 milligrams of cyanide is poisonous. So 1 milligram is not quite poisonous, so that's the acceptable level for a human to take in one day is 1 milligram of cyanide. That's into one pill. But now you're taking, right? So that's the one product. They can put it on their thing, whatever, cyanide version.
6 other products, though.
But you're taking
I'm
13.
taking, like,
You're
yeah.
13.
Fuck
Exactly.
me.
So now you're taking like 13 times
Holy shit,
the
right?
human dose for cyanide.
Yes.
I mean, this
Nuts.
is an educational podcast. I mean, everybody needs to look at the ingredient
Everybody.
list
The first 5.
on
if it's not-
everything
First
that
5,
you
yes,
put
right.
Yeah.
in your body,
Yeah.
And it would be
including your vitamins.
It would be under what is it? It's basically what is it? It's not called cyanide.
No, it's
the
called like
vitamin-
Cybel. Just anyone listening that's curious, Google what is the term for B12 with cyanide in it.
Yeah.
And it's like psychobella, whatever it is. But it's in 99% of the B
Wow.
vitamin
Wow.
supplements.
That is horrifying.
Horrifying.
I mean, I stopped taking all of my vitamins.
Same.
And I'm not going to say what brand they were.
Say it.
I'll tell you the ones that are safe.
Kirkland.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
stopped
they're
too.
I
rough.
stopped taking all of my Kirkland.
I stopped too.
So Thorn is pretty much the
I
industry,
take Thorn.
industry
I take
standard
Thorn.
as like being quality. Jocko. So Jocko makes really, really good vitamins. We actually know him, and we know the guys that are making his supplements.
Right.
Brian, yeah, and like their thought process into that is who you'd want getting your
Nice.
supplements from. So they make a great.
Let me
great
ask you
supplement.
another question though, because when I'm like when I'm wanting to take like my amino acids,
Yeah.
the first ingredient of almost every amino acid I pick up is citric acid,
Hmm.
and I feel like citric acid is not good for my stomach
Yeah. I don't-
because I'm acidic.
It's vitamin C.
yeah, that's exactly what.
Yeah. It can't. It is acidity, but it should be okay.
Now,
It should.
great. So if you want a great complete amino acid, First Form, they have this complete aminos, I believe is what it's called. I take that every single day. That is top notch. First Form is another like
pills
top
or
tier.
powder?
No, it's a powder. So it's basically I take it as my pre-workout.
Yeah, I like the powder because
Yeah,
I like to
drink it.
I like to be able to drink it
Mm-hmm.
at the gym
Yep.
when I'm working out.
Does the ascorbic acid? Citric acid is.
You're right. Ascorbic acid.
Ascorbic acid is vitamin C. Citric acid is not vitamin
I
C.
think it's like almost like lemon juice.
Yeah.
I think with-
Sorry. I made a mistake. It's ascorbic acid is vitamin C.
Ascorbic. Yeah, and you should know this
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I just said because I have I have it at home. I was going to bring it to you. It says no, it's not citric at home. It's abscorbic.
The acid.
I don't
thing,
know if it's
much
bad
about.
for me or not. You know,
Yeah.
I just some of the different aminos, the flavors
Yeah.
that they'll give me
Yeah.
acid reflux.
Yeah, the citric acid, I don't know. And also, there's that whole thing about the pH level and pH water.
Yeah.
I mean, most people say that's trash, but some people swear by it.
A
Here's-
guy swore by it at the gym yesterday.
Okay, so here's the thing. As I'm sure you guys know, is that anything in fitness, anything in life now, this was very, very frustrating. One person is going to tell you that pH water saved their life.
Mm-hmm.
The other, that's one doctor who's going to say that. Another doctor is going to say it's complete horse trash. Like, this is nuts. So you're going to have a doctor, an expert, saying that one thing is the end-all, be-all savior of the world. Another person saying you're drinking, snake oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's across the board.
Well, I will be honest with you guys. Snake oil does heal people that
Yeah.
that believe the snake oil
Placebo.
will heal
That's
you.
because it's the power of the mind.
Yeah, and I mean, and the mind is the most powerful tool we have.
The battles for the mind and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So you got to win that battle every
You got
day.
to, every fucking.
But what you're putting into that mind is very, very important.
Yeah.
Think about this. Just do an experiment, right? So for, let's say, 2 weeks, I mean, I would say go 30 days, but you'd probably end up shooting yourself in the face. Go 2 weeks, every morning, watch 30 minutes of Fox News and watch 30 minutes of MSNBC.
At the same time, I mean,
Just go back 30 minutes and 30 minutes. So you're dedicating an hour of trashing your brain, right? At the end of that 2 weeks, just see how you feel about the world in general. Are you more anxious? Are you more paranoid? Do you think that people are inherently evil?
Yeah,
There's
you're
a-
confused because one network is saying one thing and the other network
Not
is
even that.
countering
They're
it.
both saying
saying the same thing.
My point is this: both are saying it's the end of the world,
Yeah.
and they're both saying that there's two. Basically, they've divided us into two groups of people, right? Team A and Team B. Team A thinks that Team B is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Team B thinks that Team A is evil. So you have two teams that think that the other side is completely evil.
Yeah, when we're on the same team.
We're on the same team, but my point is there's networks that people watch that are literally telling you, if you're Team A, they're telling you Team B is evil. They're
Kill
out to-
Team B.
they're out to
Yeah.
kill Team B.
Kill Team
Not
B.
just not they have bad ideas.
No,
not let's
kill 'em.
disagree. Kill them.
Kill them.
Or arrest them. Stop
Yeah.
them up. They're anti this. They're anti-American. It's insane. Now,
Jonathan. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
now do 2 weeks and don't do that, and every morning get up and do like a meditation or a
Yeah.
prayer for 1 hour.
Or workout.
Yeah, or work out. But that's not my challenge. My challenge is about for the mind, for
Yeah.
the brain.
Yeah.
And do something like that, and then
Yeah.
see how you feel at the end of 2 weeks. That's all.
You'll feel way better.
100%.
Way better.
How could you not?
It's guaranteed. 100%.
You
That's
have to
life
feed,
hack.
you have to feed your brain the same way you feed your body. You want to feed you want healthy thoughts.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
feed your ears
Mhm.
with healthy information,
Yeah.
including books.
Books are huge.
Audio books are
Yeah,
a
Jonathan's
big deal.
huge reader.
Let's take a quick turn though, because you said something, and I want to go back. You grew up in Ireland.
Yeah, Dublin, Ireland. I have dual American and Irish citizenship. So
Did you know
born.
this, Shane?
I knew. Yes.
So I was
did.
born in San Francisco. So my dad is from Ireland. He was essentially like an illegal immigrant. He married my mom, who's from Boston. She's Lebanese Romanian. And so once, obviously when they got married, then he became a citizen. But because I had an Irish dad, I got dual citizenship. And then when I was around 11, we moved back to Dublin, and then I moved from Dublin back to California when I was like almost 16. So I got that. Went to international school, which was amazing, and you kind of get to see. In America, you get a very like American-centric view of like how the world is and how what events are and how history is. And then you live in like Europe, for example, especially going to international school where it's all the diplomats' kids. So the Chinese ambassador, the Indian ambassador, all their families' kids.
You get to see wealth.
Yeah, you get to see wealth. So first thing you learn culture capital, right? Capital being like money, like value, right? So if I had a bunch of liquid capital, I have a bunch of cash in the bank to invest. Culture capital is what you learn by being around people that are in those like top echelons, how they talk, how they think, their mannerisms, how they eat. So you kind of learn, it's almost like you learn the culture. So you learn the culture of power and success. And that is invaluable. And that's something that will imprint on you for the rest of your life. And so you're able to kind of, it's almost like, you're Jewish, right? So you guys have.
Yes, I am Jewish.
Yeah, so you guys have like a culture, like a shared culture.
Yeah, shared
so
culture.
If you sit down with someone and you go, oh, I'm schwitzing.
Yeah.
You automatically know,
Yeah.
okay, he's a Jew.
Yeah.
And you guys automatically bond like that.
Yes.
So there's certain terms like that. If you were to sit down and someone were to say, whatever the term is, I'd be like, oh, okay, I know that you went to like a private
prep school or whatever.
International
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's code.
There's code.
There's code.
It's exactly code,
Yeah.
jargon, essentially.
Yeah.
So you learn to speak the language.
It's nice.
Yeah.
That's and how many family members? Brothers, sisters?
Yeah. So I have, I'm the oldest of two brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's three boys.
Yeah, three
wow.
boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I see you have a nice ring on. What is
So
that?
this ring is actually, so I'm a history nerd, right?
Okay, yeah.
Big time.
Big time. Like I loved, like literally, I've been reading like history books and, like Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Caesar, Genghis Khan. Obsessed with that since I was a kid. Loved those kind of books. And obviously was a history major in college.
Yeah.
So this is an ancient Greek ring. It's from around the time of Alexander the Great. And so the head of it, this is actually a real ancient Greek coin made into a ring. So that's the head of Alexander the Great wearing the lion's mane of Heracles.
Nice.
And on the back is Zeus with his eagle.
That's awesome.
So it was basically made into a ring.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, I think Alexander the Great was amazing. Conquered the known world by the time he was.
There's a
born.
movie right now with Alexander the Great. I've been watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Netflix?
it Alexander?
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It
He
is.
basically conquered the known
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. I'm watching it right now. I'm in the middle of it.
And then eventually was killed by his own people.
Yeah.
Which
Always happens.
Caesar, same thing.
Always happens.
I
Yeah.
know Jonathan is that's why I started reading, because he was reading books like I've never seen in my life, and he's able to retain it.
That's because he's clean. He's clean. He's living clean. He's eating clean. He's clean.
What?
My husband is not clean.
He's living clean. He's smart. He's living. What do you mean?
He's just incredibly smart.
That's
Or
what I'm
I read a
saying.
book.
Shane's got my back.
I read a book and I do not retain half the information.
Maybe you're not living clean.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're just not living properly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All coming out here on the Hopeaholics
Yeah,
podcast.
here we go.
It's insane.
Let's
Silliness.
dig in down deep. What's going on?
No, I just have to try harder. I have to read a page like 5 times before I actually get it, and that's okay, because I actually ended up liking and enjoying to read. So once Jonathan saw that I was reading seriously, then the list of books that he gave me to go with next were mind blowing. The Economic Hitman, Henry Kissinger.
I gave her like nonfiction, like actual, like
that's what I like
geopolitics,
reading. That's what I like
books.
reading.
I'll give you guys
good
that.
for you.
Yeah, which was very.
It's nice to have that relationship with your spouse where you
'cause
can feed off of each other
And
and
I really
build
wanted her
a
to learn how the
relationship.
world works.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that's the one thing that I have to say, that like, it was kind of a pain in the ass, like having to move out of country and like go to this like, international school and all that. But you literally learn, like, think of like you guys are at high level business. You know how businesses work, right? But you also know when you're 18 years old, thinking about how a business works. It's completely not how it is. You're like, well, why does someone just like, you have a good idea. And like, well, why does someone just like, do a skate park that's like open 24 hours and like sells like beer? And it's like, that sounds great. But like there's permits and there's it, right? You have to learn like all the stuff. So going to international school and being around like literally like the people that run the world, families and kids, you'll hear things and you'll be like, yeah, well, why don't we just do that? I mean, for a perfect example is Ukraine, if you guys are comfortable talking about that, right? So the big thing about Ukraine is, wait a minute, why are we sending billions of our dollars to a foreign nation when we have problems here at home, right? And that's a very like simple explanation, and it makes complete logical sense. But there's a reason that it's being done. It's got nothing to do with that. And it's a reason that they generally won't want to share with the public because it sounds like really bad. And this is essentially it. So let's say we're sending $80 billion. And this is not just for Ukraine. We've done this across the world for our time immemorial. Okay, let's say we're going to send you $100 billion of aid, economic aid. Okay, so let's say $60 billion of that is going to be in armaments. So that's going to be from American companies. They're sending $60 billion of armaments to Ukraine, and that's a loan. Like we're giving you this, but you are on the hook for this.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to have to pay us back. Then let's say another $20 billion is for almost like consulting fee, where then private security contractors or whatever that are American will get sent out there to like train these forces. Okay, so that, let's say that's 80 of that billion. There's also 20 billion is going to get like siphoned off, and there's going to be a lot of corruption. That's just how it is. So now I've lent Shane, you have someone breaking into your house. I'm going to give you $100, and I'm going to come to your house, and I'm going to set up the security thing. Great. But now you owe me $80. So I gave you 100. I set up security. I used my products. I upcharged you, right? Like, you know how business is, or whatever. I installed my product. I charged you my installation fee. I also made my 30% off of my material.
Yes. Now I still owe you.
Yeah. No. So give me the $80 back.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. Well, I thought you'd give me economic aid. I'm like, well, I did give you aid. So like, now my money goes back into my bank account. But now I have massive influence on you, right? So that's one aspect of it. The second aspect that no one is going to talk about, other than people that know, that are very much involved in the world of, let's say, like industrial military defense or intelligence. So think about this. So if we were going to fight a war tomorrow, what would be like the top 3 contenders of who we'd be fighting a war with? China, Russia, and Iran. Maybe South Korea, probably not. So who is fighting in Ukraine? It's the Russian military. Okay, so now we're sending them armaments and weapon systems that we have not tested yet in battle because we haven't been in a war. So now we're testing American-made weapon systems, seeing how they react and work against a foe that we may actually be fighting in the future without zero American cost of life.
Casualties, yeah.
And all Russian casualties. And the Ukrainians, well, they're not American. So you see the benefit, right? But you can't say all that. So you say, hey, listen, we're going to give them $100 billion in economic relief and aid to help, fight the war against the tyrannical Russians. And you're like, yeah, man,
we're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
But really what we're doing is it's benefiting us.
Yeah.
So that's...
Of course.
But you learn to think beyond those lines when you are brought up around the people whose parents are making these decisions. Mm-hmm. And that was the big benefit about being raised.
It's a huge benefit, and I think that's a parent's thing. I mean, is private school,
yeah,
or good schooling. I mean, that's Chad's the same. His kids went to a Christian school. Now they're going off to a great college.
Yep. Great college in Texas.
Great college in Texas. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. 100%.
I think it goes like beyond that too, is where individuals are so quick to take verbatim whether it's the news or whether it's a headline, and think that it's truth, instead of actually doing a little bit of their own research and looking into like actual historical events and historical facts that have transpired throughout the course of history. Then that's when you start saying, that's weird, that doesn't make sense. So I'm fortunate because Jonathan is a history nerd, so that's not my lane whatsoever. So anything that I'm remotely have a question or heard something or read something, and then I counter it and ask him, and then we're able to have like a dialogue, as opposed to like there really isn't a right and wrong. It's depending on like where you
perception
sit
or you believe
and where you're at.
Yeah.
Like where are you at that position? Like, where are you standing? Where are you leaning? What country are you in? All of these things that factor into having somebody believe in so-called right and wrong. When it comes to war, it's not really a right and wrong. It's what's best for my country.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, the apex predators, the top of the food chain, there's no right and wrong as power. It's what can you do? And that's it. Because everything is, in general in life, most things are the lesser of two evils. Mm-hmm. And that's really it. Yeah. So we like to think of things very simple. We good, they bad.
Yeah.
They bad, we good.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's morally easier be able to say that. Like, you are able to lay your head on your pillow at night thinking like, oh, we're doing something justified because they're bad.
Yeah.
When in actuality, that's not the truth.
No.
It's just painted a picture for you to feel better about whatever decisions
doing.
that you're getting swayed
Yeah.
to.
And power decides who's bad and good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Influence.
We think of the Roman Empire. We think of, they were good. They enslaved 1/3 of the known population.
Yeah.
At one point, 33% of the known world was slaves to the Roman Empire. But they were the power. We think of Rome. Oh yeah, Rome. That was great. What a great civilization.
Yeah.
Right. But if I was Roman, cool. Would you rather be Roman or would you rather be a German? During then, I'd rather be a Roman all day long. And it's the same thing how it is now with America. They want to talk about America like, oh, it's imperialist and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but I'd rather be the imperialist than the colonized any day of the week.
I love America. That's just where I stand. I love America.
Best countries ever existed.
I love capital.
I love America. I love America.
Anybody that has I feel like
A
anybody
problem
that
with America and they live here?
no. Well, then that means to me that they've
You're a
never
fool.
traveled the
You're a
world.
fool.
They've never seen other countries. They've never
man.
seen what it's like to actually not live in the United States of America.
Yeah.
A
Because
third
once
world
you do
country.
that, yes, once you go and you actually explore and have some kind of, you're able to see the world through different lenses, then that's when you really start to appreciate. Why do you think there's so many, like my mom and my grandparents, why did they immigrate to the United States of America for the American dream?
Yeah.
Because there was nothing like that in Mexico.
Why did you immigrate to?
American dream, baby.
Yeah.
American
Because
fucking
you
dream.
have a chance.
And no one says that. You don't say, oh, I'm just going to go the Canadian dream. There's no saying this is the Portuguese dream. No, fuck that shit. It's the American dream.
But you
for
know
life.
why that is because you have the opportunity.
Yes.
You have
Bingo.
the chance to possibly make a better life
Bingo.
for yourself.
Everybody
Bingo.
has an opportunity in America. Not everybody has an opportunity
No.
in Canada.
No,
Or
you're right.
Or in
Mexico,
Ireland.
In Mexico.
Or in Ireland.
The class
Especially
system.
Mexico.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, this is how good America is. Coming from the top 0.5% of Ireland to America, upper middle class in America stomps on the top 0.5%
Of Ireland.
When I say
Yeah.
stomps, I mean it's not even close.
I'm close.
Not even close.
Our homeless people have iPhones, so
Yeah.
that's something. I have a feeling though that some of our listeners may want to know
Yeah.
how you and Natalie.
I was.
What do you think of that?
I was.
It's a contentious.
Well, I was thinking he's an educated guy also. He's got an MBA and a master's in business. And then
Law
you
school
and then,
dropout.
yeah. This
you
is what I'm
drop out
saying.
of
So let's talk a little bit about that and how you, just like you said, how do you meet Natalie? How'd that start? What drew you to her? You know what I mean?
You can take it away. You're on the hot seat.
Yeah, there's a ongoing debate in the Coyle household about who contacted who first.
She says it was you.
It was for sure because I remember. Okay, so this is
As he's
when-
flexing his chest, right?
Yeah.
He just flexed. He flexed his left muscle, his left boob.
I'll
Just
paint-
moved.
I'll paint the picture and then he can trickle in.
I don't think I asked you the question though.
Okay, fine. You're right.
No, paint the
You're-
picture though.
no, no,
She's
no.
good.
Okay.
This is a team.
Okay,
It is
so
all right. That's fine.
this is when Instagram first launched. So
Yeah.
it was only on Apple iPhones. It was not on Androids or anything like that. There was no such thing as DMs. I remember this was pre WWE. This was like me at a turning point, I would say, in my life. But I would see everybody that liked or followed or commented on my social media because I think I had like maybe 5,000 most followers at the time. And then all of a sudden one night, and because I'm at the time sharing a bed with my girlfriend D, shout out to her for allowing me to move in. And I noticed this guy. I'm like, who is this? He liked, it was the book 5 Love Languages. And it was like a picture of me at church or something. And I'm like, that's interesting that he would like those photos and not like
A bikini.
Not the trampy ones.
not
Yeah.
like a thirst trap. And then I go and I click on his profile and I'm like, who is this dude? One, he's lives in Orange County.
Yeah.
At the time I was living in Los Angeles. Number 2, he had like 25,000 followers, and that was huge in the sense of
Back then, that
2012,
was nuts. Yeah.
like at the very start of IG. And then his page was just like flooded with, he was just like this fitness fanatic. He was in like CrossFit magazines and stuff like that. So I was very intrigued per se.
She got
and
thirst
drawn
trapped.
to.
Thirst trap.
Yeah.
There we
So,
go. See,
yeah,
that's the nude pictures, bro. It gets anybody, girl or guy. It don't matter. She fell in the trap.
I did. So I liked
Jonathan
the photos back.
Quicksand.
I liked photos back, and like I
bet which kind of photo?
Wait, what?
She
Yeah,
like
that's
back,
what I want
though,
to know. The
because
nudies,
you
the
like
topless ones?
Well,
nudies.
I don't think any of mine I had a shirt on.
No,
It was almost like it was like
all greased.
yeah,
and, like,
it was
looking
All greased
raw.
up.
Yeah,
So was it like nice boobs, or what did you say?
He didn't have the chest tattoos back then, did he?
What did you say?
No.
Like, did you say something? Or you just hearted it.
I hearted it.
You hearted it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
hearted it.
little devil.
I don't think. Oh yeah, there was comments back then. There was no DMs.
Yeah, because
And then, so then you did you notice she hearted your
Of course.
pictures?
Yeah, she's super hot. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this shit. This is nice.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
good.
So
this
then
is
I
good
can't
shit.
remember who followed who first, but we ended up following each other.
Yeah.
I honestly, I probably, if I liked your stuff and wasn't following you, and you liked mine back, just of how you look, I'm guaranteed I followed you first.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
But she responded first, but you followed first.
I think so.
Can we agree on that,
That's
or
what I
you
think.
still think that you
He
did?
liked the photo first.
Well, she.
Oh.
Listen, she reached out first. Let's put that. Commenting, I want to do CrossFit, and I was like, yeah, you do.
That's all you said?
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like- I was
you
like-
do.
Okay,
That was almost like
this
saying,
was a
I want to
different
make
genre.
love. And
Yeah.
he's saying, yeah, you
No,
do. That was
that's-
kind
I
of
was
like,
single.
that
very,
was
very
it. Because
single.
that's saying, I want to do CrossFit. That was saying, I want to do,
That's
I
what
want
I
to
was-
make
That's what
love.
you
That's what I was thinking.
I want to make love when you're saying, yeah,
I
you
100
do.
I
Make
100%.
love. Why?
Yeah.
Not make love, dude.
I
I didn't want to say
100%.
do it.
like bone. or
Bone.
something. I don't know
Netflix
what's
and chill.
Mash, whatever
Yeah.
the
Mash,
words are
Netflix
now. What,
and
what
Well,
do you guys
you
say
gotta
nowadays?
think he's sitting in front of me and my wife, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he's a little bit like,
I know.
he was trying to like smash that.
Yeah.
Like,
He was trying to make love.
yeah. so
Yeah, I figured I'd
appreciate
find
it.
Yeah, okay,
you know,
I
buddy.
appreciate it.
I forced those words
yeah,
out, bro.
yeah, he
I
was
forced
treading,
them
he
out.
was treading
believe me.
lightly, which I do appreciate.
Yes. Yes.
Well, so I was really intrigued because at the time, what CrossFit has now like
turned
all
into.
turned into.
Yeah.
It was not
huge.
that.
But it was not that. It was very much your very small boxes. It was very like this kind of like cult base type.
Extreme.
Yeah,
It was like
awesome.
firefighters, special forces,
Yeah.
former military, and
Yeah.
like people that were like almost insane.
Yeah.
and
Like extreme. Think of like
Yeah.
extreme sports, but like
Yeah.
extreme fitness.
and like we're super dedicated and
Yeah.
really serious. And it was just like to me, had everything.
very
like, I loved
attractive.
it. Very attractive.
Very attractive.
So yeah, we started kind of talking about that. He ended up putting his email in a comment, and I emailed him.
Because like I don't want to give this chick my phone number. Like that's kind of
She could be wacko.
1000%.
What
Especially-
color was her hair?
Oh my God, everything. My perfect woman. Here's my perfect woman. I'll describe it. And I actually had this. So I have a really good friend who is a psych major. I think she became a therapist, and then she like worked at Google. Allison, and she's like, "Listen, you're a train wreck with these chicks. Like you're all over the place, and no wonder they're all nutcases. What you're gonna do is this exercise that they teach in psychology. You're gonna literally make a list of everything you want in a woman, even physically, like everything, like family, like all of it.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, you know what? If this is what I'm looking for, then you're gonna compare that to who you're dating. And it's like, well, you're not even. Why would you be dating her when she's nothing with what you want in a girl? So I saved that. I had it for like probably 5 years before I met her. But like 5'8", olive skin, green light eyes, jet black hair. Like, get out of here. Facial features, everything, into fitness, model. I was like, you are literally, like, look-wise, like, that is my perfect type. So that was the original. So when she started talking to me, I was like, yeah, we're
We're gonna get this going for sure.
But all that coolness went away the first time I met her.
Yeah, right.
Like
You just
embarrassing.
fell into a bubble of
Bro, it was so embarrassing.
bundle of love and just the jello.
So long story short is
Blubbering fool, eh?
No, blubbering fool.
Yes.
Like
yes.
have you ever had the thing where you're like talking to someone and you in your back of your mind?
First of all, can we give me a little bit of credit where I truly was interested in CrossFit?
Yeah, we talked for like 2 weeks, right? And I'm thinking, okay, she's like every other chick that wants to try CrossFit.
Don't burst everyone's bubble. You didn't care about CrossFit. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I
Stop
did.
it.
No, she actually did.
Jonathan, keep going.
So here's the ironic thing. She actually did care about CrossFit. So like 20 girls before, they don't CrossFit. Who cares, right? It was just a way to kind of like, we had an ongoing joke within that CrossFit gym. Like, oh, we got another Jonathan Coyle sign up.
That's
Right?
funny. Play
Yeah.
play
Yeah, but
Tell.
until is right. Literally until is right. So then long story short is I'm thinking she's going to want to meet me there. So I'm trying to like find time and like, yeah, I'll figure it out. Like not making this a priority.
Yeah.
No, she's already into me. Like I already have her. She's hooked.
Yeah.
She's reaching out to me.
Yeah.
So she eventually goes into the CrossFit gym without me.
Yeah.
The guys that worked there, I mean, of course, she walked in and they gave her like the deal that I've like never seen before in my life.
Right.
Oh, 6 months of CrossFit
For
private
free.
training for like $40. And so-
What kind of shorts you gonna wear tomorrow,
Like, legit.
Natalie?
So she hit me up. Actually, before one of the trainers did, she hit me up and she's like,
I signed up.
she's like, yeah, I signed up. So thanks for the help. Like, we're good. Like, thank you.
Peace out.
Yeah, like literally. And I was like,
Bye.
what is this? Like, no, that's not how this is going on in my head. So that made me like her even more.
Wow.
And then within like 2 hours, one of the CrossFit guys was like, yo, I don't know who that you just sent in, but that's like the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life. And
Nice.
I'm like, bro, that's not. Don't even think. Like,
That's my fucking wife, man.
yeah, that's mine. Like, don't even. I'll be in there immediately. And so I found out that she was coming in to like do like this like these like it was at night like training courses at CrossFit. They make you back then they would make you do like a series of like beginner classes to teach you the movements.
Yeah,
first, so you don't
yeah.
go out there and blow out
Yeah,
your discs.
exactly.
And so I was in the middle of it's called Crunch in Blizzard, which is a game is getting launched and you're required to be there like crazy.
Yeah.
And I managed a team, so like me leaving is kind of a big deal. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm super sick, guys. I gotta go. And then I didn't let her know that I was playing hooky. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll see you there.
He played it like
maybe
Rico Suave.
I might be
also.
there.
I had no idea that.
Maybe
he
we'll see.
basically
And I was like
called
literally
me.
like pulling every string, like every favor, like I need you to cover for me, man. Like don't right. So I show up. I'm getting ready, right? I'm like kind of like trying to get like kind of pumped up first.
Yeah, of course.
Working out with no shirt on.
Yeah, bro.
My buddy Ryan is.
I'm
hyping
gonna
me
ask
up.
her what she
Yeah.
wore and how her
Yeah.
heart was felt before she went.
My
I'm sure
buddy,
there's something
my
there.
buddy Ryan is like hyping me up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you got this. Like blah blah blah. blah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I'm doing like a bar muscle up, and then I look, and she walks in, and like in those movies where it's like, rah, 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 rah,
Yeah, that's what
it
you
was
had?
that. But then I became like Forrest Gump, like immediately, all cool, gone. And I was like,
Arr.
So my first intro to her was like I almost like hit my chin on the bar when I saw her.
Yeah.
So then I like kind of
Which I saw,
Yeah.
and I pretended I didn't see because
you know when you see someone, you know when you see someone do something like like they like fall and you pretend you don't see it because you
Yeah.
don't want to make it even more embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I saw that she did that, so already not off to a good start. Then I go talk to her and I'm like, hi. I'm like in my head I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like what is
totally
wrong
not
with
the
you?
person
What
that
is
I have
wrong
been
with you?
talking to for the last couple weeks. I'm like, this is weird.
And then she's like, okay, she luckily, right, she went off and did her workout in a different section than me. And I'm like, I'm doing mine. I'm like, dude, I'm like, what, bro, you need to get your shit together. Like this is where you shine. You're on your home turf and this is where you shine. Like, what are you doing?
Ballsy for her to walk into your place.
Yeah. And like, shut it down. She's
Yeah.
more crazy. Well, she walked in and wearing like these like combat boots.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I knew it.
I was like, who
I
wears
told you.
combat
I was going to ask.
Dude, I
what you were-
fucking murdered my workout in my combat boots because I was so distraught by like seeing him and then him being kind of weird and then me being
Not
embarrassed.
kind of weird, super weird.
I forgot to like grab my sneakers out of my car.
Yeah.
So,
Put it this way, I was so awkward that I threw her off.
So I ended up just doing my class in my combat boots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I finished my class early, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go like walk over. I'm thinking that the classes are gonna end at the same time. So like as I'm walking into her like section, she'll be finishing. We'll go, oh, whoa, crazy workout. Now we have commonality. Let's talk. Everything will be fine. Well, I don't know what was going on, but I walk in. I'm the only person that walks in, and there's like 4 of them, and they're still working out. And so now I've walked in, they see me. So I'm not gonna like turn around and walk out again.
Started working out.
Well, then I'm like, what can I do? There's nothing for me to work out. So then I'm like, I'm going to stand there and look at them. Well, that's freaking weird.
Really weird.
Right now, I'm super in my head. I'm like, dude, this is the
Yeah,
second
I beat
time.
my head too, bro.
So then what I kind of do is I kind of like go and like sit in the corner and pretend like I'm like tying my shoes.
Oh God.
something
The
even
same
more weird?
Room.
So, right? Because like now they've all
Holy
seen me and I've walked in.
So 10 seconds after you finish tying your shoes, what's next?
oh, I'm pretending to stretch. I
Oh
think.
God, help
Yeah,
us.
it's so bad.
Yeah, because I had to finish. We had like
It's
a couple
so
of
bad.
rounds.
Oh, this is ugly.
It's so
This
bad.
is ugly.
Then she gets done, and I'm like, "Listen to me, you son of a bitch. Get it together."
Yeah,
I'm literally gonna
right.
punch you. I'm telling myself, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, what is wrong with you? And so
What
then
if he would have started punching himself in
Yeah.
the face? Would that have been
I mean,
it?
Bro, I was
for
like,
me, it worked.
it was-
That
wouldn't have been weird.
because I was in class with just other guys,
Yeah.
and I murdered my class. Like I was the
yeah, it also didn't help that she's like Wonder Woman. Like
Yeah.
there's guys in there and she's like making them look bad. Like
Yeah.
it's even more
It's nice.
intimidating
Good
too,
for
right?
you. Yeah.
I'm thinking she'd be like, like any other girl.
Yeah.
Oh, my makeup is running, and I'm right. I'm sweating.
Not
This
her.
one is just the fucking face, like I'm gonna kill this thing, right? It was unbelievable. And so then I'm like, okay, now I got to talk to her, right? So I'm talking, and it's like I don't even know what I'm saying, but in my head I'm like, you are so dumb. She's never gonna talk to you again. Just so you know, bro,
You fucked up.
done. Like if she talks to you, like there's a problem. She's gonna call the police on you. Like you're gonna get a restraining order on you. And so I walk her to her car, and she drives off. And I'm like, well, that's the end of that, dude. Like you've blown that. Like good luck. And then I'm like, no. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, listen, I didn't even know what I was gonna say. I'm like, hey, you got a long drive to LA. I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? It's a pretty intense workout, especially if you haven't done one before. Your blood sugar is probably gonna drop. So let me bring you over to Mother's Market, and we'll get like a fruit juice, and just
So when you called her 5 minutes after she left?
thank God she picked up because I didn't think she was going to.
It was pretty quick after I left it because I had.
You were on the
hadn't got-
freeway.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. So literally
Wow.
couldn't work
That
out
was
better.
ballsy of you to call 5
I-
minutes later,
I was
bro.
like, I have to do this.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That was probably what
Oh, it was.
and that saved it.
wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We sat down,
Talked.
Cool. We talked, and within we talked for like 2 hours, and it was like,
Oh, that is nice.
I was like, just so you know, like I'm about to ruin your social life, and like I'm gonna marry you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
He
like,
sent me a text message on my way home saying, just so you know, I'm gonna marry you.
and so literally, I must have been dating like 6 girls at the time. I literally, when I say Cortez burned the bridge, or burned all the ships.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally burned every ship,
Switch phones.
like legit.
Yeah.
Like no,
Good for you.
I'm
Sent text messages and blocked them.
legit. I blocked. No, like, anyone at the time that was dating me, I apologize because I'm sure they were like, "What just happened?" Right?
Yeah.
But I was like, "No, I'm done."
This is what happened.
Yeah, they saw,
Ladies,
they ended up seeing it on TV.
Yeah, they
But
did. That's cool.
Within 5 weeks, we were engaged.
Wow.
You know what I just realized? We should probably take a quick break because there is a baby shower that we're supposed to be attending.
Okay, so to be continued.
To be continued
back
in about
after the,
15
yeah.
minutes.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are back. Wow, what a little break we had. What we having our birthday, pre-birthday party.
baby
We
shower.
could call it pre-birthday.
I mean, technically, that's probably the most accurate way to describe it.
Pre-birthday.
Don't forget who you're married to, buddy.
Speaking of marriage,
Yes. So
Yeah.
eventually, I hooked her.
yeah. So
You know,
I'm
we-
still confused.
We left off at
Yeah, they were bickering.
No, we
no,
got the
no.
juice.
We left off.
We got
at
juice.
the juice at
Mothers?
fucking Mothers.
Yeah, that's right. The
Yeah.
2-hour
Yeah.
talk at Mother's.
Yeah.
He sent him he sent her a text as soon as she left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna dent into your
No,
social
no, no,
life.
that was after the
Ballsy.
mothers. But after the workout, that's when he called me and was like, "Hey, meet me for juice."
Yeah.
Met for juice, talked for 2 hours. He totally redeemed himself back
Yeah.
to the person that I was chatting with for the
Nice.
2 weeks prior. Obviously super into ladies or
Yeah.
men. My advice to you is find someone that is a complete, and I say this in the nicest way possible, is a nerd.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
super
Super nerdy.
super
I
nerd.
agree.
Like
But he couldn't have been that big a nerd. He was a player. He had 6 chicks going.
Yeah, but that was like his cover.
What do you mean his
know?
cover? That
Like he obviously leaned into fitness and everything
yeah.
like that
He was a
because
good-looking guy. Great
he was
body.
fat. He was fat.
Fat.
Yes.
Whoa.
There's
Fat Jonathan.
Yes, because
Whoa.
he
You
went
fell in
through-
love with the fat guy? Wow, you must have a really big personality.
Yeah, man.
A lot of
What's going on?
character.
I'm so confused.
actually
So when
right
you
now.
gonna
met,
give you,
yeah, when you met
call.
me, I was super fat, and you fell in love anyway, right?
No, you're actually.
Oh, here we
shredded
go.
as
Here we
fuck.
go.
Oh,
We're
you
gonna
just
start a
set
fight.
yourself
That's
up.
what we're looking
You
for. A
set
little bit of
yourself up.
action
No,
here.
but I was
yeah,
gonna say,
baby.
I was gonna fall into
Yeah, baby.
that life happens and you can't control it.
No.
And certain circumstances are out of your control.
Right.
And unfortunately for him, or fortunately because it taught him a lot
Mm-hmm.
and it instilled a discipline in him that he probably didn't have prior because things were just like handed to him
Whoa.
at ease.
Whoa.
He was very educated and smart, but I mean, he put work into it.
Yeah.
And he was able to make a lot of money at a very young age and
Yeah.
was living this like,
Life.
baller, playboy
Yeah.
style.
Sounds like
and wasn't the best of a human being, and then all of a sudden God humbled him because of circumstances.
Oh.
His parents ended up getting divorced, and then lost the business, lost basically everything,
Yeah.
living out of his car, and then that's when he fell into, like, I would say a little bit of depression, where that's where he started to eat and then consume and ended up gaining a lot of weight, and then finally found his way back into the gym, and then was literally driving from Santa Monica to Blizzard, which
Yeah.
is obviously in Orange County,
Wow.
but showering at
The
24
Y.
Fitness
Wow.
and working out before work,
Damn.
and then going to work all day, and then going back to 24 to not be in traffic for a million years and want to
Wow.
slit your wrist.
Yeah.
So then he would work out, and then it just kind of trickled into building that self-confidence,
Yeah.
like the physical discipline.
Wow.
But anywho,
Anywho, that was a great in-depth story of Jonathan's life.
well, it was just a little synopsis of, like, every single person, doesn't matter.
We literally got
No,
more out of
listen.
you personally than we did out of this
Well,
fucking
no,
guy.
it just is one of those things where I don't feel like we talk about it enough, because
I
every single
agree.
person experiences struggle and
100%.
pain. And Jonathan is not an
Yes.
addict, and he's a normie.
But
and
he had that
has
still-
a logical brain, but shit
Yes.
still happened to him.
Thank you for sharing that.
And he was born into a
decent lifestyle.
a lavish life.
A lavish lifestyle. Okay.
So, like, to the outside eye, it's like, oh, this kid
Wow.
has everything.
Yeah.
And things still can happen.
Damn right.
Life happens, and it's how you bounce back.
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
I think that's
True.
super important, especially for the listeners that aren't addicts, aren't
Yes.
alcoholics, or struggle with mental health.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
We all struggle with life,
Yeah.
because life is hard, and life is going to get tossed to
That's
us.
love, bro,
left,
right there.
right, and the
You're
other.
looking at love. This lady just spewed 5 minutes of love for you.
Why
that
do you
was-
think I married him in
This
5 weeks?
that's what that was pure love. Good for you guys. That's nice.
So, continuing on, had a great conversation after those 2 hours. I go back to LA. He sends me the text, just so you know, I'm gonna ruin your, like, social life,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna marry you.
Wow.
Looked at it, thought he was, like, literally kind of
Whacked out, yeah.
And yet still she stayed.
And yeah,
Yes, because we find out later on in this story.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
but yeah. So it literally was.
What did you? I do really want to know when he sent that text.
Yeah, was that on the way home
Yeah.
after the
After the juice,
same
at Mother's
first day
Market.
you guys met?
Yeah.
First day.
First-
Well, they had
A little creepy.
first
At
day
first
they
in-
met in
in
person.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still it's a little much. I'm gonna marry you after the first day.
So
I like that.
my question is though is how did you feel about that text? Did you think this is a little crazy?
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of cool or
yeah, all
what-
of it. I thought, oh, he has no idea
Yeah.
what he's dealing with,
Right?
because I'm not a easy
Right.
individual. So I just took it as, we'll see, buddy, we'll see, and just kind of.
Did you say what did you what did you send back? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
More like ha ha ha.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what else can you do? Like what?
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
We'll see or ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Something along
Or
those
you're so
lines. Like-
crazy.
or
You're
just
so
like
or
like
you- or-
nowadays you would send the full blown laughing emoji.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be
crying
like 3 of them.
face. Yeah. Dead. The skull.
all of it.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
And 6 weeks later,
Engaged.
engaged.
yeah.
Yep.
No, 6 weeks is when Donna and I got.
Oh, that's right.
5 weeks they were
Yeah.
engaged.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I confused my lovebirds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got engaged after my last audition, which was the in-ring physicality for WWE.
Wow.
And then I just, at that same time, God aligned all these opportunities, and I just went ahead and full blown
Wow.
advantage of
So
it.
your lucky charm came in,
Yeah,
right?
he decided to go all in, and I appreciate that. I think that's really important in a partner is if you are wanting to do something, and he asked me point blank, do you really want to do this? Meaning,
Talking about WWE.
yeah,
Yeah.
do you really want to like pursue this possibility
Yeah.
and then potentially move to Tampa and do the whole developmental thing and then hopefully get to the main roster of Monday Night Raw or SmackDown? And I said, yes, I do. And then he said, okay, then I'm going to support you 100%.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, my personality is I'm either like 0% in or like 100% in.
Yeah.
I don't like to like kind of
Even to this
kind
day,
of-
that's why I'm fortunate to have a partner that works with me so much and oversees everything that I do and directs the crazy tornado, because he is very much a person that allows me, like, if I fully want to do something, he says, then like go
Yeah.
do it. I don't want
nice.
don't
Supports you and
tippy
goes
toe
in. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
half-ass
It's
or
important.
like do
or don't talk about it.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
you
want to
need
hear
that.
about it. Either
Yeah.
we're doing it or we're not. If we're not doing it, don't ever talk about it again. If we're doing it, then we're literally going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, which is what I need, because I can't have any hesitation, because I already have hesitation in my brain.
Mm.
You know, so I need somebody rock solid, and thank goodness God put a rock solid man in my life, because
Right.
fuck yeah, if he wasn't, then this is where I think that, you know, I consider myself a very strong,
Yes.
independent woman.
Yes.
However, I
In certain
look to my
ways, you
man
are
to
very.
lead me.
Yes,
I
this
need
is
him-
what I'm
I
saying.
need him to lead me, because I respect him
Nice.
full-heartedly, where
I like that.
I know that I don't have
I
to,
like that.
I don't have to think. When I start thinking too much about certain things, that's when we get into sticky situations.
That's old fashioned.
Very much.
I really like that.
Well, also too, like you hear a lot of this like red pill shit, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you know, the traditional values and all that, and like it's like they're taking really good information, but they're not getting the full context of it.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a leader and you want your wife to respect you as the leader,
Yes.
you have to be someone that is worth following.
Of course.
And if you're not someone that's worth following and you're just directing orders like a dictator,
Right.
how can they trust you to lead?
And
So
but
that
also,
part is missing in a lot of the conversation
and
about it.
also too,
Like, why would anyone? Why
You know
would?
what I'm thinking right now? You know what I want? You know who I want to do? I want to do the commentary of someone right now. You guys know who?
No, we don't.
You know. I'm going to start it off. If your wife thinks.
no, but that's also something that is important too, is that was another attractive quality about Jonathan.
Yeah.
He's a godly man.
Yes.
Like, and he studied religion, because he
Yeah.
grew up in a religious household. So
religiously
therefore-
nuts
yes.
household.
So
like,
instead of
yeah.
him listening to people telling him this is like either the right thing to do, this is the correct, or this is out of the Bible, he was like, that's funny. I'm gonna research and read everything myself. So
Yeah.
he went ahead and researched every religion, so he could understand every, I guess, component to religion, and that way he could understand Christianity to the fullest.
Yeah.
And to me, that was very attractive,
Yeah.
because obviously God is super important to me. And so for him to be able to explain even parts of the Bible to me was extremely attractive. Like that, I think that's what initially really
Wow.
locked me in,
Wow.
because
That's cool.
there's nothing more attractive than somebody that is smarter than you, especially your partner that you're looking for.
You could
so-
look to as a leader and as a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's
chill.
nice. Like a father
Oh,
figure.
yeah.
like
Dog
that.
away.
House.
It's nice.
I
I just realized that when I'm in that chair, I never really look at Natalie. I always look at the screen, and I haven't looked at the screen one time.
I never
can't
look
really
at the
look at
screen.
You
the screen
can't, but
when
on
you're
this
over
side,
there.
I always look at the screen,
You
and I never watch Natalie or Chad. I watch them on
You
the screen when
and
they're.
You
Chad
do?
always look
Oh,
at the
that's-
screen.
No, I mean, I look at you a lot. I look at you here and the screen.
Yeah, I
A
like
lot
the
of times
screen.
I look at you.
I like the screen. I like Louis. I just sorry to interrupt. Anyways,
So anyway, so we ended up getting engaged, and then the rest,
is history. Yeah,
10 years.
it's nice. Good for you.
10
guys.
years.
Congratulations.
Married 10 years.
Congratulations. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And everybody said that we were gonna fail.
Well, if
Yeah.
I was a betting man, I would be like, wait a minute. These guys met online.
Yeah.
They
Traveling 275
She's
days
with
out of the year.
WWE. He looks like an IG hoe.
Recovering. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
she's
I
an
mean, it's a
addict.
tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough throw up.
No, for sure. And
Long
he,
distance.
He
Yeah,
really
man.
battled with me and rode with me. Like, when I say the definition of ride or die,
Yeah.
I feel like I've definitely experienced it, because the first year of our marriage was rough, because
Yeah.
I was also newly sober again.
Yeah.
Even though I had worked the program previously and had, put together 3 years, that doesn't matter, because I relapsed and was
Yeah.
out for 2.5. And then I was fresh out of rehab, and then obviously relapsed in front of him, so he could really see that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So he knew.
So you saw her all buggered up?
Yeah, and I immediately knew. I'm like, oh, she's an alcoholic.
Wow.
Like, it was not like a dumb chick being drunk.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is a different human, like facial expression.
Wow.
Like this is not the same person.
Yeah.
This is an actual alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stage.
But the
4.
one thing that I will say to anybody who is with an addict, I didn't learn this till after a year of marriage with her. I was like, okay, well, you're not drinking. Like that's a non-starter, right? Like you absolutely can never have a drink again. There's none of this like whatever, because if you don't know it, you think like, oh, one drink.
Yeah.
It's like no, you can have 0 drinks. So that was like I thought was like the big foot down. Well, so she's sober, not drinking for a year.
Miserable.
I'm like, I'm gonna kill this chick.
Yeah.
Like if you are with a partner that is an addict, the sober part, that's just like one aspect of it. They have to be working a program. That needs to be you put your foot down. You have to be sober and working a program. Otherwise, I will not be with you. Because if you are trying to be with an addict or an alcoholic, even if they're quote unquote sober,
Yeah.
they will suck the life out of you and drive you crazy. You can't do it. You literally can't do it. The standard has to be you have to be sober and working a program. Because when she's working a program, she's the best person I've ever met in my entire life. Like by far, in spades.
Yeah.
And that's for me because I need that type of structure. I'm not saying that people can't be well
I'll say it.
without it.
As a spouse, I'll say it. No, the addict or alcoholic, if they're like the true addict or alcoholic, in my opinion, from what I've seen just from you and your the girls you've sponsored, they can be a better version of themselves sober. They can't be their full self until they're working a program. I'm talking acts of service, giving back, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Having that self-reflection, self-accountability,
Yeah.
not being such a selfish prick. Because just because I put the substance down doesn't mean that I'm not.
You know what? The thing is, you put the substance down, and the cuckoo's actually still there.
Yes.
Like the craziness that goes on within our heads is still there. And now, guess what? We have nothing to numb it with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important to work a program. And look, I'm all for people setting healthy boundaries, and you've got the boundaries that people set, like your boundary is your boundary. You're like, there's no drinking and you need to work a program. That's a boundary, right? So I think that's great. And everybody needs to be able to set what boundaries they're going to be able to hold.
Yes.
Don't set a boundary with your spouse, though, and say, you have to be sober and you have to be working a program, and then not be able to hold up to those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And that's where people
it's important.
Because here's the thing, like us addicts, we will manipulate the fuck out of those boundaries if those boundaries are weak.
Oh, for sure. Especially someone like myself. And I would test him our first year of marriage like a motherfucker.
We do it subconsciously.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy, right? It's like, in like your mind, you would think, why in the fuck would you even test this shit with people? But like, for us, it's like, that's just, it's in our nature.
Yeah.
It goes away when we're working a program, but like I truly live by a motto. First thought, wrong.
Yeah.
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 Second thought.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah,
thought.
for sure. That's funny.
Second thought, questionable.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Like
100%. Fuck
question.
me.
I question my second thought. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know my first one's like,
Whack
I can give you an example. Like, if I go out to the parking lot right now, and somebody's car is they've left their car on and the keys in the key fob in it, my first thought is, I'm gonna jump in that and take it. That is what I think.
Yeah.
And then my second thought is, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
And
then my third thought is I'm just going to go about my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like normal people think, I should probably go tell that person.
Yeah, I've never seen keys in a car and thought I'm going to take these for a spin.
Yeah, you don't
Like
think
it's never
that?
even. It's literally never
That's why
even been.
Jonathan is the most like logical normie person I've ever met.
Here's a perfect example. I was actually giving Natalie this example driving into the office today. I was like laughing about it because I was like, dude, you guys are a different breed. So first of all, the alcoholic addict who's in recovery working a program in business is going to murder it.
Yeah.
Like they are some of the most high perform. Why do you think you see so many famous people, successful people, rich people that are addicts or alcoholics? There's some weird thing in your guys' brains that if you're under control and have discipline, there's nothing you can't do,
Yeah.
right? So let's just get that out of the way. But I'm laughing. So to set the table for the people listening, yesterday we had a really, really excellent day with a TV production company. They're coming down. They're exploring, doing a show around the recovery centers and the podcasts and the whole team here. It was great. So Chad is driving. We're in Chad's SUV. Chad's driving. The head of all of TV production in the United States for this company, big company, is sitting shotgun, right? Natalie is sitting in the back. I'm sitting in the back. So you would think that, like, just as driving these people, he'd be like on like best behavior, right? So we get to this little. It's like we're coming out of like a kind of an alleyway, and there's a lot of traffic, and he wants to cut across oncoming to go into the lane on the opposite side. Well, my brain automatically, I just see the situation and go, oh, okay, all you do is you just make a right, which is easy. Don't have to cut across anything. You make a right, you go around the block, and you get your destination. No problem. Extra 2 minutes. Chad drives down the wrong side of the road into oncoming traffic, goes over real fast, gets into the lane he needs to, then turns in immediately. So basically saved like, a minute and a half. But it wasn't even a thought. It was like this, the instinct was this is the fastest way to get to that destination. I'm going to do it. My mind goes, okay, I got this SVP in the car. I've got Jonathan and his wife. Like, I'm going to at least, I might want to do this, but I'm going to pretend.
Safety first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I looked. We were real good. I looked a few times. I was like, I looked for cops. I looked for oncoming
You have to
traffic.
look for cops. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Bro.
But that's why I laughed.
Bro.
The first thing he says, I look for cops. I'm like, well, you don't have to look for cops and you're making a
That's
legal
it.
right turn.
But
Yeah.
the thing that Jonathan was
funny.
saying this morning, he's like, yeah, it's crazy because that's exactly what you would have made that
100%.
Yeah.
exactly the same. You would have done. You wouldn't have even thought twice.
But that's why you guys, when you guys are functional,
Yeah.
kill it in business.
I literally whip it like I'm a boss. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I just
Whip it.
I just
Whip it.
give it.
You own it.
I own it.
Yes. Which is why you guys succeed in business when you guys are together, because you guys don't even think about the nonsense. You guys just do it. You act.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shane's feeling a little bit out of sorts.
No, because she keeps saying.
Well,
move
Shane's
this
looking
way,
good.
move-
Shane,
move this
peptides.
way, yeah, so that's what I was going to say.
You're looking
40
good you're looking good from the peptides.
You're 42.
42.
You're 42.
Yep.
Your body is. I've seen you in your boxer briefs.
Yeah. It's
You have?
how I walk around. Well, it's how I walk around the office.
Yeah. and your figure
Yeah.
is absolutely unbelievable. Your
Yeah,
body
it is.
fat is
It's
down
like-
to almost nothing.
Yeah.
You look really
You
incredible.
can go on stage right now.
You could go on stage. It's really quite amazing. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
So the peptides, I think that's the game changer for me. BPC 157, that's big. That's like an anti-inflammatory. It helps with kind of like wound healing and like repair and your any injuries. The thymosin alpha and beta, those things together, very, very high like antioxidants, reduce inflammation. They also are really, really good at like cleaning out your liver, which is a big part of it. Tirzepatide. So that one's a little bit more like people are like, wait, why would you be on tirzepatide? You're not obese, right? Well, the one thing that I love about it's either tirzepatide or tirzepatide, right?
Yeah.
That one out of everything else I love the most because it helps with impulse control, right? So for my whole life,
Yep.
chronic
It's
nail
crazy.
picker,
This is the first
chronic
time
nail
I've-
picker.
I've seen him with nail beds.
Since I was a kid, they thought that I had Tourette's syndrome because I would just be constantly just picking my nails off. So
I know someone who does that.
yeah, there's something wrong with the kid.
I don't want to say online.
Yeah, but just chronic nail picker.
I just pulled the
I don't
whole
want to say
fucking thing
online.
off of
I don't want to
mine.
say online.
just
I'm
a
not
few
pointing.
minutes
I'm
ago.
not looking at you. I'm not saying anything.
I literally-
Chad does. I'm not saying
Oh, okay.
anything.
The whole fucking thing.
I didn't
off.
say
Yeah,
anything.
me too.
Chad
I'll
does.
have
a
bloody
minute ago.
stumps on my.
Oh yeah,
my
Chad
set
does
of
all the
nails.
time.
No,
I'm not saying
Chad
that.
doesn't cut his fingernails.
He just likes to pick.
He has
You
long
know,
nails.
fuck you guys.
Your nails look fine.
Chad doesn't do
No,
his nails.
if you saw mine, they were like bloody stumps.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were like embarrassing for my whole life, right?
And not anymore.
I don't know. Now I'm getting manicured.
Nice.
So that's the one thing. The second
Wow.
is
impulse
binging.
control. Binging.
Impulse control. I would binge off of food till I was literally sick.
Wow.
Now I wouldn't do it all the time. I'd stay on my diet. Obviously,
Yeah.
I was in shape. But when I would go off the rails, it was like a compulsion.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm like eating good food and like, oh, I'm just kind of satisfied. It's like
That's not
I'm
normal.
eating till I'm sick.
Yes.
And I don't do that anymore with the tirzepatide.
Wow.
Yep. And then obviously the testosterone and the ipamorelin mix. That's a growth hormone releaser. So basically helps with your skin recovery, your skin tightens. You look
Unbelievable.
like-
Yeah, you look great.
muscle growth, the
Yeah.
whole thing. And I swear by these. I mean, Transcend, and dihexa. So dihexa is the one I'm really, really excited about. So that I'm scared to death of like neurological disease, like Alzheimer's, ALS.
Yeah.
So dihexa is a nootropic. It's a pill, and it was developed for like Alzheimer's, like treatment and even reversal. And so I take it now, and it's basically like helps with focus, concentration, but it's also protecting your brain against any of the nonsense that could happen later with Alzheimer's.
Focus and control.
You know what?
Exactly what it sounds like.
I'm on dihexa.
Yeah.
It didn't help with my control when I turned left yesterday. Maybe the trizipatide would have,
Impulse
gave me that
control.
Balanced you out.
impulse
Impulse
control
control.
to, to just.
Go down the back lane instead. Yeah, bro.
Well, you guys went with Transcend too. I mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
make it super
Yeah.
easy. You basically you go, you fill out a form,
It was the easiest.
you go do your blood work, you get your blood work back. By the way, they tested for stuff that I don't normally get tested for,
Yep.
which pissed me off. I've had Kaiser for my whole life. We were paying premium for Kaiser, and they don't test those panels.
Yeah.
In Texas, we have the top of the line, not HMO, PPO. They don't test for this stuff. I go to Transcend, first time they test the biggest panel I've ever seen tested in my entire life. All my hormones, my thyroid, testosterone, estradiol, the whole deal.
Your pH and LH.
Yeah.
Never had that tested.
I didn't even know exactly.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, and so then they come
And
back.
come to find out, mine's not even working at all. I
Well,
really
I found out that my thyroid was not good.
Wait,
I had
oh,
no
you
idea.
did?
pH.
Yeah.
Huh?
pH.
LH and
It's like the luteinizing hormone.
Like pituitary or whatever.
Yeah, based on your testicles,
Yeah.
right? Like, so you could
it's
have
actually a little thing up here in your brain. It's the size of a pea.
Oh, the pituitary, yeah.
Yeah,
The LH is, I think that's your luteinizing hormone, but
Yeah.
that's in your testicles, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
doesn't make
this is what controls that.
Oh, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Because I know
I had to really go study it because I was like, holy shit! Like Shane, I'm not going to tell Shane's.
Tell him.
Bars were like almost non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
almost
Now,
non-existent.
is that the growth hormone releasing one, or is that the actual like the luteinizing hormone?
Both.
Yeah. So my thing was I had like decent testosterone, but it wasn't free. It was bound. So the difference between that is so let's say we're just going to make up random numbers. Let's say like a healthy 24-year-old with great testosterone, his testosterone levels are like 800, right? So he has 800 of testosterone in his bloodstream, and then bound meaning at that 800, let's say 200 is like then dedicated to other things other than like what we normally think testosterone would be used for: muscle growth, fat, burning, the whole deal. But let's say it's taking 200 of these testosterone bars to just have normal bone growth, right? So he has 800 testosterone,
600
but 600 is basically functional, right?
Yeah.
So I'd have decent testosterone, but it would all be bound. So before I was getting tested, like, hey, your testosterone's fine. I'm like, wow, I don't feel like it,
But
right?
the free was no
But no one was testing how much was free and how much was bound.
Yeah.
So now I'm switched up where I'm like, oh, dude, I got a ton of free testosterone running around. And I can
Life
get
and love.
different person.
What did they
different
put you
person.
on for the free testosterone? DHEA.
DHEA. I'm on DHEA, and then I take testosterone cypionate, very, very small. So when I was like doing my own steroids,
Own
essentially,
chemist.
I was way higher, right, and getting less results.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking much lower, and I'm getting ridiculous results.
Yeah.
With everything mixing together. And then also this is the one that was, besides for I guess vanity reasons, was a game changer. So I'm looking through my thing and I'm like, Cialis. I'm like, I don't really need Cialis. Right? And then there's another one. It's like insulin-like growth factor, like L3, right? So it looks like IGRF, whatever, right? So I'm like, I don't recognize this one. And Cialis, I mean, I'll take it, but like, and then my specialist like, no. So Cialis, yes, it increases blood flow to your penis, but it also increases blood flow everywhere else in your body. So you take that as a pre-workout with this insulin-like growth factor, and then you take your amino acids, and it essentially
Pre-workout.
Yeah, and it
Makes you
shuttles
very vascular too.
unbelievably vascular, but also all this blood is flowing, and all the nutrients from the amino acids are now in your stream.
Flowing with it. Everything's flowing.
And then the
Everything
insulin-
good in your body is
yes,
flowing
and then
better.
the insulin-like growth factor is
get it
basically
now.
telling your muscles to uptake all this stuff.
Suck it all in.
Exactly. So
We're a
that-
little bit worried about Shane though, with because he
Cialis.
did get the
Shane does not need
the
Cialis.
Cialis as well.
Yeah, that's going to be rough stuff.
Yeah. I'm
You're gonna have to get-
going to take half just before I get home.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to hide the goldfish.
Hopefully she says
Shane.
yes. Hide the goldfish. I hope you got that because that's funny stuff.
Wait.
Goldfish is little. You get it? Lewis, get it?
No, he's just saying that you're going to be so horny
Yeah.
that you're going to fuck the goldfish.
Yeah, I get it.
What
Oh
he's
yeah, I
saying.
wasn't giving it.
He wasn't
wasn't giving a
referencing the
dig.
size of your penis.
No, I
no,
know
no.
that he wasn't.
I was saying Shane
He was
walks
saying
in.
there's impossible.
Shane walks in and the fish starts.
Impossible. Little fish tiny. Can you imagine? That's good stuff.
Can women take Cialis?
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
sure can.
So the first people that I knew that were taking Cialis for a pre-workout were women. Because they didn't want to do, the ones that didn't want to do Anavar, right? So they're like, well, I still want a vascularity. I want these pumps, but I don't want to mess with Anavar. They were taking Cialis pre-workout.
Can you imagine though if you actually at the gym and you're doing a workout
I don't.
and you
I looked it up online. Yeah, you do have to worry about that, especially you're doing you're doing deadlifts.
You're doing a boner. You know, you're on your bench. You're doing a boner. And, you know, I mean, it's just no bueno, right?
But for women, I looked that up, especially back then, and it says that no, they're. But once again, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
So it's meant for men, but from what I could see, it's very, very common for women in fitness.
I've never had one before. I'm going to try
You've
it.
never had a boner, or
No, I've never had a Cialis before. I'm going to try one. Well, quarter pill?
I take a quarter. Yeah, so
Quarter
basically
pill.
they give these like it's like
okay, so yeah, it comes in a really weird package.
Yeah.
it's called a
Explain that
tranche.
to us.
Yeah,
right?
tranche.
Okay, so basically it's a under your tongue dissolvable, so it's rapid acting. So under your tongue, there's a lot of like it absorbs into your bloodstream
Like
real
5
fast.
minutes?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm doing today for
So
sure.
you take a quarter.
God, I will note back Monday on
Mom.
Cialis.
Mom, Candy, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Penny.
I mean, you're married. It's all good.
I just winked at Penny. I'm joking, Penny. What?
When you're married, it's game on.
Game on, yeah.
That's fine. It's not
Game on.
not trash. We're talking about the bonds of marriage.
No, bonds of 17 fucking years.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you're still like
Bondage.
Shane-
Bonds of marriage. Yeah, you're damn right. It's been
The-
bonded.
those who have not been privy to the conversations off of podcast, Shane is trying to wrap this up because he has his.
No, I'm not wrapping anything up. We're fine.
Look!
Keep going.
He tried to stop me from
Let's just
telling.
keep going, baby. Let's just keep going.
Oh, you know what, Shane? It's all coming out now.
In the laundry.
All
In
coming
the
out.
laundry. Yes, I have an appointment with my wife.
Yeah, that's great though.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
Yeah, it is
17 years marriage. You're
17
still
years.
excited to get home on a Friday
Yes.
night. That's dope.
Yes.
That's super dope.
You're right. It is super dope.
It is
Yeah.
because people make marriage seem like a drag.
No, man, I'm lucky. It's been not a day, not a minute has been boring with her.
No.
It's really unbelievable. 17 years has actually gone by. I'm in shock.
So 10 years with
when
her has
did it-
gone by fast.
When did it become 17?
Well, I've been with her for 17. We're married 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, married 15. Married 16 actually. My son's 15. He'll be 15. We're married 15. Yeah. We've been together 17. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
When is your wedding anniversary?
December 26th,
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah.
2008.
You're like he did that to save on presents. Well, actually, you're Jewish. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
right?
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just in a really good mood, and she was 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, and I says, "Yeah, we were in Vegas. Let's go to the corner."
Yeah.
We went to the corner. You should have seen her mother. How happy she could get me out of the house fast enough. He said, "Yes, let's go, let's go." It was a good time. She calls for meet us at the chapel, quick. You know.
Did you have a special chapel?
No,
Like,
I just went to the closest chapel.
did?
Went to the downtown in Nevada. Like I said, it's A7. We got married December. Firstborn was March.
Wow. Yeah.
January, February, March. So yeah, 6 months. 7 months pregnant.
I mean, we
Yeah.
got married at the what is it?
Oh, isn't it?
It's in Irvine, right?
Capistrano?
No, it's like the.
I saw your wedding pictures with the black hair. You guys look really good, really nice,
the actual wedding? or
really
the-
nice
Well, we
wedding
eloped.
picture. The white.
Yeah, because they eloped.
Okay, no, but the one where I see you in your white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was a
the real
that was a,
TV.
that was
Yeah,
a,
that was-
that was a wig.
Was that
Yeah.
a wig? Yeah, purple.
Yeah, I
Purple?
walked down with black hair just
Yeah.
because obviously
With your
it's a
dad.
natural color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Really
married
nice.
at the little white chapel.
Little white chapel.
Yeah.
Las
Oh
Vegas.
wait, so all of us.
all of us pretty much
eloped?
eloped.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
isn't
And,
it?
and by the way, and we're all married into double digits.
Double digits, yeah, bro.
No.
Chad's almost
7.
Seven.
Yeah, same.
Well,
thing. I
what
made
we'll
up a
actually
motto.
so we'll actually be 8 in 3 months.
Yeah.
Because
And we'll-
I know everybody probably just saw me celebrate an anniversary, but that's the anniversary of our our
Right.
wedding. We're still weird. We celebrate.
We
Yeah.
celebrate too.
We have
So
the anniversary of our very first date,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is
Wow.
July 16.
A lot of work.
Then we have our marriage anniversary, which is 8/31.
A lot of work.
Yeah, Donna likes presents.
How about this one? This is a
She
super-
told me I don't have to buy her anything for the next 2 anniversaries.
Yeah, if you do that, you're a fool.
I married Maren twice too, and I don't even know the second date. I have no clue on our second marriage.
You don't?
Zero.
But you
I
guys,
couldn't
have you
even
guys
guess.
Never celebrated it, or
I can't even give you the fucking year of our second marriage.
so you had like a wedding?
A real wedding at her dad's place.
Oh, so we all did the same thing.
I can't even give
Yeah.
you the day.
We had a real
the
wedding,
year.
too.
I can not even the year. No clue. Oh yeah, I can. Samson was 3 or 4, I think.
That's
3
a
or
dope,
4
that's
years
a
old.
dope name, by the way, for
Yeah,
a son.
but that was it. But no, we never celebrate that second.
Is that
one.
often that Jewish people name their kids a biblical name?
Yeah, typically biblical. Or after my grandfather was named Sam, so we went Samson because my grandmother sang the song Delilah
Oh, yeah,
to
'cause
me
your
all my
brother's
life.
David.
Yeah,
I mean, Samuel, okay, but
Yeah.
Samson, that's dope.
yeah, Samson's a good name. Yeah, not many.
I like
Samsons around.
Samson. Samson and Delilah. It's one
Yeah.
of my favorite
Yeah,
stories.
my daughter's middle name's Delilah.
You know what the story's about, right?
Yeah, she betrayed him.
And then
Bitch.
he cut his hair.
Yeah,
And
for her.
Yeah.
She cut her hair. She cut his hair.
She cut his hair.
Yeah,
And his hair is what gave him strength.
yeah, the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the opposite of Samson. If I grow hair,
Yeah.
the more hair I start to grow,
More egotistical you get.
the less strong I get.
Really,
Yeah.
I get ego with the hair.
Which hair?
Well, when I had hair,
Like
I had long,
And he's too good looking.
long locks.
You did?
Oh yeah, long black hair down to here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Then you look like a real
Really
mountain
long
man,
hair.
like a
I'll
fucking
show you
maniac.
I'll show a few pictures later. I do look like a maniac.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
complete maniac.
Yeah,
I-
it's like a biker, like
every
rock.
single border check, I was stopped at. Doesn't
100%.
matter.
Yeah.
I always stopped at, except for the Canadian one because I traveled a lot there.
You're like,
but
hey,
I was always
hey, buddy.
terrorist or something.
Yeah,
I
for
had a
sure. You look
terrorist,
like a,
yeah.
No, I would think you're like a motorcycle gang.
Yeah, so there was something.
Yeah.
I used to have long black hair.
he didn't have the beard though.
No.
Oh.
No.
The beard is brand new.
The
Yeah,
beard's
beard's
dope.
brand new.
Yeah,
He-
beard's
he
great.
just-
He looks good with the beard.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
beard.
need the beard.
That's what I'm saying. Looks
Yeah,
great.
beard takes years off.
It really does.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Can't see all the lines in there. I can't imagine what's going on.
Well, and then it also gives like a beard is kind of like makeup for women in the sense of
I agree.
it gives you
Yeah.
like a more defined
Mm.
jaw.
Yeah,
It kind of it
yeah.
gives you more of a facial structure.
I mean, Peter's got the mustache going, and that is a
Looks really
power
good.
move.
Oh, have you seen his comb?
No,
It's
he has a
amazing.
mustache.
He, has,
comb for his
he just
mustache?
he pulls it out of his pocket and he
Yeah.
goes.
It's a switchblade comb.
And
Yep.
he goes.
Yeah, it's dope.
Switchblade comb. Yeah.
I mean, I was telling him, I was like, listen, man, that is a power move because think of all the modern day dictators. They've all had a mustache.
Yeah.
That is a sign of a just a dangerous man.
Dangerous.
Dangerous man.
Dangerous.
The, It did change him a little bit.
Yeah, now I'm sure he's
Yeah,
very
he walks with a little bit of a
Yeah.
swagger.
a little swag.
He's like, I got
got a
a,
little
I got a
pep in his
fucking.
step.
He's like, I got a mustache.
Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
of an attitude now.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, he yelled at me the other day when I was yelling at your wife.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was
I
amazing.
said something, and he said, "Shane, stop
Stop
it
it.
right now."
Stop it.
A little extra
Yeah.
bass in the voice.
Yeah, I'm like,
Uh,
bro,
Amazing.
Peter's definitely comes to Natalie's defense.
Heck yeah.
quickly.
He doesn't like
Yes.
Shane, his jokes sometimes.
Yeah. I think I go overboard.
Yeah.
I mean, who would? How could he? Think
could he
that?
imagine but you must be very proud. I mean, all things aside, she said a lot of beautiful things about you: the love, the respect, your mind, your body. But look what she's done. I mean, pretty incredible,
Beyond incredible.
beyond incredible.
But also, too, here's the next thing, too.
But we got a doll right here of her on. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
I mean, she's killed it.
Killed it. Like,
Listen,
really
here-
incredible.
This is the thing that is mind-boggling, right? If you
Yeah.
really think about it, we go to different countries in the world and
Yeah.
people come up and take photos with her.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So it's not like, oh, I'm known in the United States, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
right? She is known globally.
Globally.
That's, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man.
I was
Really-
just,
it
I
is
was
really
just,
quite
I
impressive.
was just reading
for you.
a
for you.
a post.
I haven't even started.
Thera Red in Dana Point posted a picture with her.
Oh yeah,
and
which we need to go to, guys.
yeah,
It's ready for us. We just need to go and
Oh, the
get
red light?
light.
yeah.
Yeah,
So she
great
went-
stuff.
she posted a picture. The guy posted a picture with her,
Mhm.
and then I started reading through the comments. I
Yeah.
wanted to read the comments. Somebody was commenting like, "No way, you know her?"
I know.
Oh,
And I
that's
was like-
amazing.
I was like, Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like Shane and I men are here
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
the studio with you.
Yep.
And we spend most of our time inside this building.
Yep.
So for the first 6 months that we've known her, we never really went outside. And
And
No.
she's super cool, so you don't even think that she's
you would
famous.
never know.
Never.
Never know. We just think
Yeah.
she's our sister and
Yeah,
our
I know.
podcast guest.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
literally how we
Like
see
our shit talking sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Totally.
go to fucking the Daytona 500.
Yep.
First off, we're getting carte blanche service.
Yeah. I know.
Like, you know, I don't know if you guys have heard of the engine for Ford called Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were with Doug Rouge
Yeah.
of Rouge Motors,
Yeah. Hook it up with
and then
truck.
the other guy,
I didn't
the,
realize
the other
just
partner,
now.
the other partner,
Yeah, just
I
the
know.
big
just
guy
fucking
with the
now.
big guy
Yeah.
with the big hands like
yeah.
yours,
Yeah.
Ford guy,
fucking another major
major player.
engine builder
Yeah.
for Ford.
Yeah.
And we're like down in the pits, and like it was funny for a minute for me because people actually thought I was pit bull for a second.
Yeah.
But like literally, ladies would run up to her
Yeah.
and be like,
Happy.
"You were
Happy.
you were my favorite diva,"
Yeah.
or "I love you."
Love Paradise City.
Yeah.
Big Brother. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nuts, man.
Yep. I knew how it felt for 5 minutes
5 times.
because for 5 minutes, I mean, literally the last guy that came up,
He was
he was shaking.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
He put his hand on my back and he was like shaking, and I was like, I felt bad because like I'm not pit bull,
Yeah. I get it.
you know, but I get what happened.
And you also don't want to embarrass and be like, "Yo, bro, I'm not." Yeah.
Well, I tried.
far
I
as he's
tried.
concerned, you were for that
first
minute.
off,
Yeah.
Yeah, for that
first
minute,
off,
you
I
gave it to him.
tried.
Yeah.
Only one person said, "Are you pit bull?"
Yeah.
And I said no.
Yeah.
And then Shane made a big deal like, "Yeah, you are, dude. Stop
Yeah.
trying to do that."
Yeah,
Like,
you can't fly under the radar.
Yeah.
so fuck.
I was all about it.
So literally, I took the picture with these two
Yeah.
dudes that I said no to, and there's people.
Yeah,
Donna has a picture. There's people taking pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best is when they post it on social media and people are like, "You guys, you're an idiot."
Yeah, you're
I
you're
know
an
this.
idiot.
This one lady runs up to me. She runs up. She's like, "Oh my god, my daughter would be so upset if I saw you and I didn't ask for a picture." And I was like,
You're like, should be
I
more
was like,
upset.
I was like, do I know your daughter? like, you know.
You're like, "Yo, the podcast is really taking off." Like,
Right?
yeah.
Holy fuck, that was funny.
So I took a picture with her and she walked off, and I'm like, man, she's gonna post that shit.
But the
on-
best thing about that is
But I'll
that's
tell
going to be like a family like joke for them.
That's
at
what I'm going to
Thanksgiving
say.
and the
It
rest of
brought
their
them
lives.
that pleasure. It was
Yeah, yeah.
unbelievable. And
Yeah.
plus, you know what? I don't think that you can. Wasn't it Pitbull with the glasses on? They don't know.
They don't know.
They're
don't
never going to know, bro.
I mean, here's the thing.
They're never going to
If
know.
you look at the picture that
They
posted,
sent it to me and a picture
I
of you
put it
that day. And I
together.
was like,
I
yeah,
did
I
it.
get it.
I
I
did
get
the
why
side
people were
by
doing it.
side.
Yes.
One,
Same
one,
thing.
one
tell.
of the ladies that came up to her, she goes, "Oh my god, I totally." She goes, "I totally thought you were a pit bull. I saw you. I noticed you first, and then I saw the girl with the pink hair, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, naturally
that's
birds of a
that's
feather.
Eva Marie."
Yeah.
You know,
Of course they'd be hanging out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. It
It
was
is
funny.
fun, bro. It is
Yeah.
fun. It's
and they
nice.
really
It's
did,
cool.
like, because he was wearing the same kind of.
He looked like it. No,
Well,
glasses,
shout out to
bald
G for giving me those shades. Those are not typically shades that I
those
wear.
Louis shades.
Yeah.
Those
for your
Louis
birthday.
shades
They're
are
dope.
fucking dope
Yeah, they're nice.
as fuck.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And apparently with the little bit of the brown in the beard and
Mr. Worldwide.
you know, I become Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, baby.
Dude,
Yeah.
Pitbull, how crazy is that? Like, he went, I mean, yes, he's an awesome artist, but like, he is like a big voice of anti-communism now.
Oh,
Really
time.
big.
Like, he is very much like sounding the alarm. Like, listen, you guys,
He's like
I'm from a country.
he's
Yeah.
like sound the alert.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
Sound
it's-
the alert.
If you pay attention, it's every person so far that I've either know or have seen that is actually from a different country and has moved
Yeah.
hell or high water to get to the United States
Most,
of America.
most.
Are the ones that are like,
Screaming.
you want to preach this and that, then go back to the country that I came from
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be here before you say anything in a negative.
Don't like America, get out. Get out.
I mean, it's
Just
the best.
fucking get out.
It is the best country that's ever existed in the history of the world. Like, you
Yeah.
have the most opportunity, you have the most luxury, you have the most.
I mean, Andrew Schultz said it like best. He's like, there is literally people on the internet that are mentally
Unstable.
not like I don't know what the correct word is, but
Ill?
no, that have like a disability and are millionaires. Where can you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, Down
Like,
syndrome.
yeah.
I don't know if that's what you. I
Yeah.
want to be cautious. with that.
Basically, he
'Cause I-
said like
but
mentally.
You're
about
not
to say
talking
that?
bad
Is that
about
what
it. You're
you're
saying
saying?
that
Is
this is
that-
the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Down syndrome guys are making
Millionaires.
fucking millions.
Yes,
There's these 3 dudes. They're badass though, man. I love it.
but
Yeah,
that's
but
a
what other
example
country
of
could that happen?
Yes,
None.
like that's
None.
the thing. You have these people that you would think, or in other countries would, good luck,
Good luck with anything.
and they're over here killing the game and are multimillionaires.
Yeah, I hear
literally.
what you're saying.
So I
Yeah, the
mean,
American dream is real.
It is real.
It is real.
It is fucking real. I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
I would like to say though, we got married twice, and what's ironic about that is on both those days, of why I can never forget them, is it just so happened in the schedule. It fell the first time we eloped was on my dad's birthday, and then we actually got married, our big wedding on my mom's birthday.
That's cheating.
That's
That's
weird.
fucking
It's
cheap.
weird, and it couldn't have.
We didn't even
our-
plan it
And I
either.
was on
Oh,
the road.
please.
Yeah.
No, it was
No,
nuts.
for real.
Whatever. Both times. I can figure once a fluke, not twice.
I know. It was weird.
Not happening. Whatever.
But anywho,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I think we're all tired.
That was
It was nice. It was
was,
good. Even
you know,
cutting it in
heartwarming.
half. Coming
Well,
back
you know what did
was
me in
good.
is that we took the break in between and I ate,
Yeah.
and then I came back. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for bed.
I felt fine. I
Yeah.
feel fine right now.
yeah.
I could go another half hour, 45 minutes easily.
I mean,
Prove
we're
it.
we're used to it.
yeah.
Prove
But
it.
don't you want to go home?
No, not really. It doesn't matter. I don't think,
Pop your little quarters.
Sorry.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
fentanyl then.
Your little
So
quarter.
if you still have some gas.
Yeah, let's go another 10 minutes. Let's talk a little bit about
Yeah.
your hunting thing. About the, okay, what's the name of the hunting thing?
Okay, so we go elk hunting.
Elk hunting, but what's
Yep.
the sponsor you guys get?
Christensen Arms.
Christensen's,
So
Christensen's Arms.
yeah, Christensen Arms. They're basically like a
Christensen Arms.
super high end rifle company
Okay.
in Utah.
I'll break it in.
So the cool thing. Oh yeah.
So, Jonathan, also, you guys do a lot together. You're a little bit of an outdoorsman. Christensen Arms.
I would say more of a hunter. Rifle
Sorry.
hunter.
Rifle hunter.
Because within
Yeah.
within the kind of the outdoor community,
Yeah.
outdoorsman means you're very self sufficient.
Okay, right. That's not me.
That's
not
not
me at all.
Hunter, you could be a bow hunter with
Yeah.
like the top. Those are
Yeah,
the top
yeah.
top tier hunters.
Yeah.
I'm a rifle hunter,
Rifle. Nice.
so I'm in that like kind of mid tier of
yeah.
learning it. But the great thing about that is, I mean, we shoot with the best rifles that I've ever shot ever. Christensen Arms. So basically, we teamed up with Christensen. They make amazing rifles out of Utah. So essentially, the founder, he was an aerospace engineer for forever. So he got really good with carbon fiber, using carbon fiber in the aerospace industry. And then he is also obviously a hunter. So he took that carbon fiber technology and brought it into the firearms game. So they make these crazy light, accurate carbon fiber
Wow.
rifles and barrels.
Super
That's
light.
awesome.
And once we started hunting with that, I mean, this hunting season. So Natalie went.
I saw.
She went first.
I saw.
last year,
Yeah.
and she got her first elk.
Yes.
And then this season, we both went on. We went on 2 different hunts. So she got 2 elk this season.
Yeah.
I got 1. I
Yeah.
got my first, and it was incredible.
And then they taught you how to cut it up and all that.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty
That's
gnarly,
pretty
actually.
amazing. I'll tell you
Yeah.
something. I went hunting once. An uncle or a cousin used to own a farm. I'll never forget. We went bird hunting or whatever.
Yeah,
Poop my pants. It's the wintertime. We're going out bird hunting or whatever, geese or goose.
yeah.
Geese or goose. I had long
Like,
underwear on. I had
really?
long underwear. I'll never forget.
Wait, like, because you were scared?
I was younger. I was a little sick.
Yeah, I get it.
And we walked like 3 or 4 miles into the woods, into the wilderness.
Yeah.
Snow, everything. I'll never forget. I sat on the log. I think, oh God, a stomach ache. I lifted my leg up and I just shit myself.
Oh.
And long johns,
Long johns, and
outdoors,
outdoors,
hunting.
3 miles
Like the
away,
worst possible
and I
time ever.
had to walk back. By the time I got back, I was beat red. You don't ask. I never went back to the farm again in my life. That was my
and,
last.
and it's not the only time he's pooped his pants. You can check out episode, I think, 7 of the Hopeaholics podcast.
It has
with,
happened before.
What was the girl's name? that we
Has
had?
happened before.
Red-haired girl?
Little Ralph.
No, episode 7.
I don't know. I can't, bro. Are you kidding me?
You
seriously want me to go back to episode 7? Oh, that's not
Hot episode
Oh
7.
my gosh, in the studio?
It wasn't in the studio.
Well, what were you podcasting on the toilet?
What happened?
No. It was a poop story. The girl opened up with the poop stories.
Yeah, it was a poop story.
And
he
he has a good one.
Yeah.
He sat in a whole meeting one
Yeah.
with poop in his pants.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
dedicated. He didn't
In a
want to
suit.
He didn't want to leave
In a
5
suit at a restaurant.
He did not want to leave
Ew.
5 minutes before
Yeah.
the miracle came.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you close the deal?
I did. I did.
They didn't want us.
I
Yeah,
did.
because they didn't want to
didn't
smell
want-
shit.
It was
anymore.
disgusting.
You're
God. And again, no short underwear on, just long underwear on, and it was just all dripping down my leg.
Oh man,
I'm
yeah.
just telling you how it was,
That is
though.
horrible.
It was horrible. And then once at school, I did it.
yeah. This is a
School,
common
I was
issue.
in grade 5.
Common issue.
Again.
And then
5 is
five?
okay.
I
5.
was in grade 5. I did it. I'll never forget. I
Did-
Oh,
remember
grade 5, not 5 years old.
No.
So 12 years old. Grade 5. Yeah.
Did
it's
it ever
very,
happen
very, very
here at
different.
this office?
It did once.
One time?
Yeah, I had to cut my reminder off and take my reminder off and throw it in the toilet here. Go home butt ass naked. Just once though, not a whole poop, just like a squirt. You know what I mean? But enough to make you uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy. How did that come out? Praise Jesus.
I mean, now we get why you just walk up and walk away from tables. from time to time.
Lord.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flipping out of
Sure,
it.
what's
Wow.
gonna happen?
Shane's hilarious. I remember one of the first times hanging out with you. We went to that gala with Dr. Drew and all that, and so we're all there. Everyone's sitting at a table and talking and eating food. And Shane gets up, and I'm thinking he's walking to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and we don't see Shane again until the next time.
Fucking gone.
Until
Why shit his
until the
pants?
until the next time.
He
I
might have. Yeah. Did you shit your pants?
No, I didn't.
and then I'd never see Shane again until the next time I come to California.
That's what you
I mean, it's kind of like one of those things. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like I literally flew in here, and he doesn't. I'm
Does
leaving
no goodbyes
tomorrow.
to anybody.
Yeah.
He literally just stands up, and I'm like, oh, he's probably going.
Yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow to. I know. I fucking. We were like, where the
Where-
fuck Shane go?
Yeah.
But in all fairness, before we even walked in, the first thing he's like, "Hey!" in the parking lot, and gives me an Hermes shirt. So I'm like, "This is a weird guy." Gives me an Hermes shirt in the parking lot, and then doesn't say goodbye.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's what
Yeah, that was
you
funny.
did.
God, good day. I'm crying.
I'm like, this guy's
Oh, my
a character.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sweating.
Sweating. What a great day.
Mm-hmm.
What else, you guys?
Fentanyl.
What's up?
Fentanyl, buddy. Fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl.
The crisis is getting worse, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it is getting worse. I just read that they seized 100 million pills
Wow.
I mean,
last month.
so enough for 1/3 of the entire country.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you think
We have like what
300
360 million?
yeah, I mean one pill can kill, one pill won't always kill. But yeah.
I think that's something we should talk about, is especially with we posted about it on our Instagram on the Hopeaholics, but I think people forget that it's not, you can be in between as well. So it's, if you get poisoned by fentanyl, it's not,
It's not always
best
a
case
death.
scenario is you do die, because you can also become paralyzed in a vegetable and living off of a tube. And like, do you know how horrendous that is
Yeah,
for
I didn't
not
even
only
know that.
yourself but for your family, to now all of a sudden have a thriving child, to now all of a sudden now you become a full-on caregiver and you can't go to the bathroom, you can't feed yourself, you're literally living off of like essentially life support because you're a vegetable.
And here's a point that I really, really want to drive home. And I know I drive it home ad nauseum, but I think it's very, very important. You guys are in the recovery community. You guys speak a different lingo, a different language. You guys understand things a little bit differently. I'm not from that. So when I would hear they died of fentanyl overdose, I'm like, okay, like junkie, right?
Right.
No impulse control, being a little piggy at the trough, taking too much of their drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I think this junkie just went overboard and killed himself by taking too much of this drug. That's not the case.
No.
The case is that 20-year-old was going out to a rave with him and his buddies. They had done Molly 50 times before. They buy some Molly from the same guy. They all take Molly. 3 of them die. That's very, very different than the drug addict who's buying his drugs off the street and, shooting up meth in a bathroom, dying from a drug overdose. This is someone who had no intention of taking fentanyl that night. They were going out taking a drug that is relatively safe, that they've taken before with their friends from the same source. No, not drug addicts trying to, take as much as they can of their drug. This is just normal, average, everyday Americans. This is your kid. This is your nephew. This is your niece. This is your daughter off at college, high school at a party, or even adults. I mean, how many adults do we know, highly functional professionals, doctors, lawyers, attorneys who go to Miami, maybe for Ultra, and they do some coke, right? They're not drug addicts. They go back to their job. They go back to their families. Everything's fine. They just take some illicit drugs every once in a while to have fun. Well, now they're getting fentanyl, and they're being killed by fentanyl. Fentanyl's in either the cocaine or the cocaine is fentanyl.
Without knowing that it's...
They're not. My point, I'm trying to drive home, they're not trying to take fentanyl. If they said, hey, listen, do you want to buy fentanyl or do you want to buy Molly? They'd be like, fuck that fentanyl shit. Give me the Molly.
Well, the biggest thing that I've constantly seen is, well, they shouldn't be doing drugs.
That's exactly, yes.
That is correct. And that is 100%. I'll stand behind that as well. No one should do drugs. That is for sure. However, it's if you live in reality, that's just not the case because people are going to, dabble and try, and whether it's peer pressure or whether it's just like on a weekend or whatnot. And what's happening is we're allowing the fentanyl coming in from China and Mexico to just spill into the United States of America and not do anything. That's the problem. And obviously there's multiple ways to try to combat that. It, like the sheriff said, it's like 9 moves that need to be made, not just like one.
Not just one.
So it's obviously a bigger problem, but the problem is only going to make a big, I feel like a big shift and a big change is when it affects one of our politicians directly. And that's the thing, is fentanyl doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care who you vote for. It doesn't care what child it kills. Like it's one of those things where it is bound to happen because the amount of fentanyl that's coming in and seeping into the street. I mean, in Texas, for Pete's sake,
it's crazy. You see the border patrol?
No, but there was like a notice that went out to all the school. Yeah. My girlfriend was telling me about it. First of all, they were in elementary school and letting the parents know about like Skittles. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, that is a massive problem. This isn't just drugs on the street. This is actual candy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You shouldn't take drugs. Well, you shouldn't have taken drugs anyway. You shouldn't take drugs. That argument does not work in the United States of America.
Well,
we are the world's biggest junkie. We have been the #1 consumer of illicit drugs by far since the 70s.
Yeah, but it goes the thing like this. You shouldn't drink alcohol and you shouldn't have premarital sex either.
You should. Well, here's the thing, though. Like I hate that black and white thing. People comment that on our Instagram all the time. Well, you shouldn't do drugs.
Then you shouldn't drink alcohol. You shouldn't smoke cigarettes.
You know what? You shouldn't fucking eat McDonald's either.
1,000%.
You shouldn't fucking eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
But we do. I do. I rarely, but I mean,
right.
When I'm sick, for some reason, McDonald's gets me healthy. Which is like, shouldn't do that,
because
right?
your body thinks it's being poisoned and has to fight extra hard.
Right?
That's killing that motherfucking shit.
Right.
Yeah. But really, you shouldn't eat bad shit. Yeah. So let's not be black and white thinkers, and let's know that people out there do drugs. I almost said.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was there.
You were waiting. No, you were right. Like, Chad's gonna do it. No, I don't do it.
No, the people that you shouldn't take drugs. People. Okay, well then let's start using that litmus test to every aspect of your life. If you're one of those people and you are a parent and you have obese children, who are you to talk?
Right.
We know that the #1 killer of Americans is obesity. We know the #1 factor in all morbidities is obesity, childhood diabetes, the whole deal. So if you're a parent that, you shouldn't take drugs.
Which is 60% of America.
And your kids are fat or obese, you should point that finger back inwards, because we're talking about should and shouldn't. Yeah. You're poisoning your children.
How about every time you are pointing at somebody, 3 of them are pointing at you.
The thumb's pointing at your buddy. Right? The thumb's pointing at your buddy.
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I mean, honest to God, it's like we got to change. And here's the thing. We have to realize that that's not actually even a solution.
No.
So awareness.
Yes.
Here,
education.
If everybody knows that fentanyl is in every drug, you're going to be a little bit more cautious. You know, I'm not going to go out and buy cocaine anymore, man.
just
I'm
so we're
sorry.
clear-
I know that I'm clean and sober, but like, I'm just
Clear it up, though. Clear it up, though, for the people that are mistaking drugs. What you're thinking about, clear that up.
Well, I want to clear the fact that of what Jonathan was saying, that we are specifically talking about illicit fentanyl.
Yeah.
This is fentanyl that comes from, the precursors are made in China. They come to the Mexico through the cartels, and they're made there, and then they come into the United States. There is no overdosing on illicit fentanyl because there is no safe dose of illicit fentanyl. So anytime you take fentanyl, even if you're a fentanyl addict, whether you're not an addict, just recreational user, bought the wrong type of pill, or you are a fentanyl addict, there is no safe dose. And anytime that somebody dies from illicit fentanyl, it is a poisoning. Period. You know, and
it could be in anything, not just a drug, not just an illicit drug. It could be in.
It can be
Adderall.
It can be in Adderall. Well,
it could be in medications. Also,
the thing is if you're buying any drug off the street,
bingo. Yes.
Any drug off the street, it is probably fentanyl. If you're buying what you think is a Xanax, it is not Xanax. If you're buying an Adderall, everything Shane is saying. My son-in-law bought a Percocet.
Yeah.
There was no Percocet in that pill. It was 100%, or it was fentanyl and filler. Period. And they do not know how to make this stuff. And, you know, let's just be clear that a sugar packet of pure fentanyl can kill 500 people.
It's crazy.
So that is the amount of fentanyl that it takes to kill one person, is 2 grains of salt.
Well, to piggyback up what you're saying, it gets even worse than that, because you're saying if you buy any drugs off the street, fentanyl.
Potential.
Worse than that now. So I don't know if you guys ever watch Trafficked with Mariana Van Zeller on Discovery. She's one of the best, if not the best, investigative journalists in the world.
She's amazing.
So her latest thing is, yes, she's absolutely fantastic. Her latest thing is on the cartels in Mexico. You know, okay, for example, we all grew up in Southern California. Which of our moms hasn't gone over the border to Tijuana to a Mexican pharmacy to buy her prescriptions cheaper, right? So now the cartels are getting into these pharmacies. They're taking what is packaged as, let's say, a Viagra, a Xanax,
A Vicodin,
an Adderall, and they're selling their illicit fentanyl-laced, marketed as a Viagra in legitimate pharmacies in Mexico.
But they have no choice. Yeah.
But my point is this: so my mom are pensioners, people with not a lot of money, who buy their prescription drugs in Mexico because it's exponentially cheaper. The little old lady goes across to buy her prescription drugs at a pharmacy in Mexico, comes back, takes it, dies of a fentanyl poisoning.
Yep.
It's getting that scary.
It's not bad.
And that is a real story.
It's not bad. Yep, they've done many tests on the pills that come from the pharmacies in Mexico.
Pharmacia.
So much of it,
no good.
Most of them are tainted.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is horrifying.
The same pills. Here's the thing, because the same pills that are used to press the illicit fentanyl and illicit drugs that come over, the same pills that press all of the pills for the pharmacies inside of Mexico. So you have to think that they don't clean these.
Yeah, the
machines.
cross contamination is fatal.
Cross contamination is fatal.
Yep.
On those. So with that, man, I just I don't want to have other family members go through what we've gone through. It's painful, and the only healing that I truly have received is this podcast, is bringing awareness. It's my only sense of peace that I find for this tragic loss of life way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was just a young. If you guys would have met him, you would understand. He was 26 years old But he was like a 21-year-old kid,
Yeah.
just starting life, just figuring it out.
Yep.
He was moving up in his jobs. He was making good money. He was getting up at 4 a.m. every morning and heading to work and, doing the deal. And, was he a saint? No, he was not a saint. But
I don't trust a saint.
Yeah. Who is it?
A saint's a serial killer because everyone has got flaws. So if you see someone that's like perfect, that's the person you got to really watch out for.
Yeah.
So I just I feel for any family members that have currently gone through this. I mean, you can look at one of our most recent posts where we're talking just specifically about why this podcast exists. And if you go through, there's 400 comments on it currently. You will read probably 20 to 40 parents on that particular post who have lost their child. It is ridiculous. I was telling somebody, we're all one person away from a personal tragedy. You guys are one person away. You guys are me. Like, I had that loss.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is everybody in the United States
Everybody.
right now.
Everybody
In the United States is this far away.
And I think Natalie hit the nail on the head. We're not going to see anything until some senator's daughter or niece or nephew dies from it. And the one thing that I have been spouting this off, and it pisses me off every single time, when it becomes a right or a left issue. Fentanyl does not
right or left.
It's not at all. Fentanyl does not care who the parents of the kills. Basically, fentanyl doesn't care who the parents of the kid that it kills parents voted for. Doesn't care.
No, it doesn't give a shit.
That's not fentanyl's thing. Fentanyl doesn't care right or left. And so that's the one issue that Americans need to get together. It's like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
Listen,
I agree.
you have kids. You have friends. Your kids are going to do some kind of a drug. Even if they don't think they're doing drugs, they might think they're taking something else, and it's going to get poisoned. So let's stop. How about this? Easy slogan to get behind. Let's stop poisoning kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop,
there should be
poisoning.
There should be zero controversy.
Have any of you guys read that book where it's a medieval book where they killed off their enemies' military age, so they were killing people 16 to 30 years old.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Our military age is at highest risk to die from fentanyl poisoning, which in me, that's my conspiracy theory mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Makes sense.
I mean, you could go deeper
if you want to go deeper, think of
into Joe Rogan's podcast, because I mean, he put up maps of all of the different real estate that China owns.
Yeah.
Right next
good
to
part of the United States.
Guess where a lot of their real estate is? Right
Where?
next to our military bases.
Wow.
But we say it like it's a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's proper strategic planning.
Yeah.
It's proper geopolitics. We have been doing the exact same thing since the 20s, since the 30s. That's why we have a hegemony on the planet. We have done that the best. So when a foreign nation does it to us, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's business as usual.
It's happening, yeah.
Yeah, it happens. And you catch them, and they say, no, you can't do that anymore. And they catch us, and they say, no, you can't do that anymore. But that's the one thing. This is what I do not like. I don't like how we're in this society where, like, something like that is happening. We go, oh, you can't say that. It's like a conspiracy theorist. You're racist. It's like, no. That is just good political strategy. So well done to China. You're doing your job correctly.
Yeah.
Now, U.S., let's do our job correctly.
Right.
They're doing their job right. They're not doing anything wrong. They're doing something that is in the best interest of their nation state to destabilize an enemy and to bolster them. We need to do the same.
Yeah,
it's not conspiracy to say that.
America needs to step their game up and grow some balls and take back exactly like other countries need to be scared of us. Other countries where you had an American passport, no one wanted to fuck with you. Now they're hoping to grab an American so that they could put you on social media.
That's why I'm using my Canadian passport.
I used to fly in the 80s back and forth to Ireland, And it was like, get your American passport out. The Jews, the Jewish Israeli passport, you were screwed.
Screwed. You're still screwed.
You
can't
but
go
they
to 12 countries.
They
with
would
Jewish passport.
literally it would be like this. They would take the Americans, get them out of here, because they were so scared of the retaliation of the American government if you touched an American citizen, and they would take the Israelis.
Yeah, no one fucked with Canadians ever.
Yeah, because Canadians, everyone likes them.
Everyone likes.
And same thing with the Irish. By the way, traveling with an Irish passport, the Irish have been like the #1 supporter of the Palestinians for forever.
I know.
It's crazy.
Funny, dude, because the Jews supported the Irish with the great potato famine.
Yeah.
When 1 million Irish were dying every few months, or 500,000 or whatever. The Jews sent a lot of aid and money to the Irish.
I never understood it. I mean, I lived in Ireland, and they were like so pro-Palestine.
Yeah, they still are.
And it was I never understood it, for good or for ill. I just never understood it.
Whatever.
And the amount of Jews that are in Ireland that are like in like nice positions.
Yeah.
I'm like I just didn't put it together.
Yeah.
I don't know what the connection between the Palestinians and the Irish is, but the Irish are like ride or die for the Palestinians.
Ride or die.
Like ride or die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that note,
Well.
Yeah.
peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
It's a great podcast.
It was
Thanks
a
for
good
coming,
podcast.
Jonathan.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it, brother.
Appreciate you guys.